Hi, folks. Welcome. Andrew here. Popcorn and whiskey. I am the face. Who runs the place? And just so we start to show off with the bang, salute there. Here we go. Yes, I'm using my brandy sniffer tonight. There you go. The concoction I have tonight is a little, I guess I didn't label it. It's a little oak infused spirits that it was aged for a while. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, it is not my favorite, but the sweet is only sweet after you get a taste of the sour. The good is only good after you get a taste of the not so good. I don't want to say this is bad. It's just not one of my favorites. But hey, I'm a professional. I'll muddle through it because why? That's the kind of guy I am, and that's what I like to bring you guys. And headlocks, heels, and havoc wrestling unscripted. Hello. What's up, Bradley? What's up, J Mac? Whatever you go by on this time. Now, for those who are tuning in, my buddy Bradley, or J Mac as he's known, was on last week, and we had a great time. And he'll probably be on later on this evening. There's a few things I want to get through first. So, Bradley, if you're available, there's no promises that he'll be on, no promises at all. But if he's available and he wants to come on, he's more than welcome to. He came on last week, like I said, and my buddy JD came on, who and I met J Mac through JD. They all have J names, and I don't. And we became internet buddies and do different podcasts and live streams together. So it's always a fun time when they're around. So we'll do something here in a little bit. But tonight, what I want to talk about. Oh, wait a second, it's got a warning here. When streaming to a profile, unless the stream is public on Facebook. My friends only. Is my stream not on public here? Let me see. Okay, wait a second here. Now, technical difficulties. Now they just changed it on me again. Is my stream not public? Yeah, my stream is public. Yeah, okay, so it's public. Okay, it says that by default, it's not. Okay. J Max says, just let me know when. Okay, buddy, no problem. All right, so tonight, what we're going to talk about. Where's my list here? Oh, yeah. Top 10 lists, but that's going to be more fun when I have people on here. So we'll wait for the top 10 lists in a little bit. Window washing. Yeah. We'll talk about that. And the Nationl Mall Pool Reflecting Pond. Boy, do I got a lot to say about that. And here's how off the wall this show is. I'm looking outside, and if you guys follow me at all, you've seen pictures of my office, or my studio, I should say, how it looks and all the windows I have. Now, according to my weather app on my telephone, it is clear. Nothing's supposed to happen at all tonight. If you go to a local television station, it says we have a flash flood warning in my area. Now, if I'm looking straight ahead, I am looking straight west. I mean, straight west when I'm looking right here. Over toward the south, clear as a bell. Over toward the north, it is dark over there. So I don't know what to believe. Looking straight is clear, but you just go a little bit angled over to the north, it is dark. So who knows what's going to happen? I would like some rain, a good 2 or 3 hours of heavy rain tonight. Not during the show, of course, not. But after the show, because I have a pond that is full of algae and moss. And believe me, I have been working for years trying to figure out what to do. Now, somebody gave me a tip the other day of some of the stuff I've been trying to treat it with. The guy says I haven't put enough in there, so I doused it the other day. The pond looks horrible right now, but with this stuff I treated it with, and needs a heavy douse of rain to basically push all the moss down, all the algae down. So we'll see. So that's why I'm hoping for rain tonight. If that's the case, I'll be ecstatic, and it'll be fantastic. And then I'll put the a dark midnight blue dye in my pond, and man, it'll be the best pond around. If not, back to the drawing board. After all that, I need a drink. Yep, got the old brandy sniff that tonight. Just makes it a little bit easier when I do it that way. Okay, and so the first topic I want to get into today is window washing. Now, I bring this up because at my house today, and I recruited my mother to help me with this. Now we don't have a whole lot of windows to wash, but we do have the screens and everything else. Now, I did a lot of the work. My mom helped me quite a bit, of course, but I don't want her doing a whole lot of work. But she likes to. She likes to do this kind of stuff, so that's great. I used to be a window washer. I had a buddy of mine who owned a window washing business when I lived in Indianapolis. So when he had some big jobs or needed some help, I would go and help him. And you learn really quickly how to use the squeegee on it. You don't just squeegee it across or up and down. There's certain ways to do it. And was it time consuming? Yeah, but the windows looked great when it was done. I mean, windows are supposed to be clear, and I call it the clean car, dirty car theory. People notice, and here's what I used to teach when I was teaching school, what I taught the kids. People notice a car when it's extremely dirty. They'll say, what kind of slob has that car, or something like that. But they don't notice as much the clean cars. Okay, so it's either a thoughtful negative or an unthoughtful positive, if that makes sense how I'm phrasing this. So I always say you'd rather be on the unthoughtful positive than with the thoughtful negative, because the thoughtful negative is people will always look at you in a negative light, and the unthoughtful positive, people just probably will just forget about it because it's a clean car. Okay, so you always want to make sure that. Same thing with windows. You don't know how dirty your windows are until they're clean. So again, the thoughtful negative versus the unthoughtful positive. After they're clean, they're thinking, holy crikeys, that window was dirty. And from then on out, you're going to think about how dirty the window was versus how clean it is. Believe me, that's how it works. And as I said, I helped a buddy of mine who had a business for several years doing this. And he had some major jobs at Indianapolis. He did in some major, 7-figure houses that he was doing windows once a month on. These houses were nice, and these businesses I was doing were great as well. It could be a lucrative business. It takes a while to build, but it is manpower based. I don't know how AI is going to take over that one. Honestly, I don't. I'm sure there are some buildings now that they'll probably have built-in window washing stuff on each window, I guess. I did see something at, I do believe it was Vincennes University. I went down there to do some school stuff, and they had like a water cannon type thing, like you see like a water hose from the, not a garden hose, bigger than that, but not as big as a hose from a fire truck. So somewhere in between, but it was getting up to the third and fourth floor of the buildings, of the dorms, of the classrooms and stuff like that. And they had some solution in the water that you just put on the windows and it would clean. How, I don't know, without leaving streaks. I don't know. I'm sure there was, but I just didn't know how they went ahead and did that. I don't know. I didn't ask them to inquire about it. But getting back to my situation here. So I used to use a squeegee all the time. And if you don't know what a squeegee is basically it's a little T thing with a rubber gasket on it, and the rubber goes against the window, and that's how you wash the windows. It's called a squeegee. Okay. That didn't clean the windows. The cleaning part was the actual sponge or cloth or whatever you use with some sort of solution on there. What my buddy used was basically the cheap dish soap, and it worked fine. So you clean the window with that, then you squeegee it off. That's how it worked. Now, fast forward several years, I got tired of doing it, because once you only do it once or twice, you have to always get a different squeegee or get a new rubber for the squeegee, so on and so forth. Like, that's a pain in the ass to do to get that, and especially if you only do it a couple times a year. So I'm looking through Amazon, and I'm not getting paid for this. It's not a paid sponsorship or anything. And so if you represent this company, send me a hat or something. Wait, please. There's something called an e-cloth, and it's basically a chamois and what's it called? A microfiber cloth. Basically, is what it is. You wet the microfiber cloth with just water. If you want to use soap, great, but I recommend not with water. You wash your window with that. Then you take the chamois and you just chamois it off. It takes very little time to do, and it's very simple to do. If you're going to clean windows and you're not doing it professionally, just for yourself, I would highly recommend getting this e-cloth thing. I'm looking at it right now for it's $15. Okay, and honestly, it should be cost a lot more than that. Now, I understand why it only costs $15 because people will say, "I'm not going to get that," but after they get it, like, wow, this is a lifesaver. Oh. What is this? Oh my God! Hey, who's this? Kane's daughter. Hey, Kane's daughter, how you doing? Oh, okay. Kane's daughter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever. Um, so the e-cloth. If you go for that, you'll thank me later. So if you want to wash windows at your house, go for that. Now, if you're going to do this professionally, probably not the way to go. Um, just for the fact that I think it will. You'll need several of them if you're going to do it professionally because they will get damp really quick. So Kane's daughter trying to get some attention. There's this person called Kane's daughter on Twitch trying to get some attention by saying stupid things on my thing here. But hey, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. One of those kind of things. So that is my thing about cleaning windows. If you guys are going to clean windows, Kane's daughter, you crack me up. You crack me up. Okay, this Kane's daughter has this thing about Pride Month. I don't agree with it. Sorry, this should be Veterans Month. Should be Pride people could get a day, maybe 2 days, but a whole month, I don't think so. Sorry, not on this channel. They're not getting a whole month. I am not letting a one group of people get more than the people who fought for our country. Sorry, ain't happening. Not on my channel. So if you want to dedicate a whole month to somebody, dedicate it to the U.S. Armed Forces. Simple as that. If you don't like it, you can kiss my butt. You can leave. Okay. Oh, F the military. There you go. Hey, Kane's daughter. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Keyboard jockey hiding behind the keyboard. Okay. Why don't you come on with me? No, you and I can come on here. Not a phone call. Show your face. If you're that if you're so tough behind the keyboard, or are you too busy hiding in your mama's basement eating Cheetos? Yeah, that's probably what you're doing. So, okay. Anyway, so that's what's going on over that aspect of things. And so we talked about the pond. Man, it's getting dark out there. It's getting real dark out there. So, yeah, the top 10 list thing going up. All right, let's talk about. Okay, wait a second. I just got another message. I got messages coming in real quick. Okay, all right. I'm getting messages left and right here, and when you're a one-man show, it's you get messages and things being popped up all the time, so that's not a problem there. The Nationl Mall Reflecting Pool. This one cracks me up. And here's why. There are so many people out there for whatever reason, no matter what he does, whether you like the guy or don't like the guy, he's trying to, and he is succeeding in making Washington D.C. a better place. And once he's doing, and to start off with, he got away, a lot of the crime is gone. Where they say the crime rate is down like 95% over in Washington D.C. Okay, now he's trying to make it beautiful again with the starting off with the Nationl Mall Reflecting Pool. Now, why they call it a Nationl Mall, I don't know, and I'm not criticizing or anything. It's what it's been called for a while. Brady had to run to the store and grab some purple toad. So, the Nationl Reflecting Pool, Nationl Mall Reflecting Pool. I keep saying that wrong. There are so many people out there who are bitching and complaining about it. So let's think about this. Okay, I tell you what. Before we do, I wanna see if I can play a couple of things here, and see if I got this. If I can rig up this thing pretty good here. So hold on a second here. Let's see which one. I want to do that one first. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play a couple of news clips. All right. Once I am able to get this done. Okay. All right. Oh, look, it's already there. Huh. Okay. Okay. This is a news clip about the Nationl Reflecting Pond. So let's see.
Live look at the reflecting pool from the Earth camera. Check this out. Crews today continue to fill up the iconic landmark with water after President Trump's renovations and resurfacing of the pool. Once again, a steady stream of tourists and onlookers are stopping by the Nationl Mall and weighing in on some of the changes we're seeing. We got News 4's Paul Wagner joining us live now with the progress as well as President Trump's other plans to remake the mall. Paul.
Hey there, Mauricio. I was here at the reflecting pool yesterday around midday, and I can tell you that it's filling up very, very slowly.
And just so I'm giving them the credit, this is from NBCWashington.com. It's a video, NBCWashington.com. All right, so here we go.
But it's not stopping tourists coming down to take a look and take photographs and see what they can see. I can also tell you that it's reflecting quite nicely. I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to have Nick show you a couple things here. Take a look at some of the tourists here right on the opposite side of the Lincoln Memorial as they're standing to take selfies and taking pictures of their loved ones as they're standing here in front of the reflecting pool.
Now, I have not watched this yet, so I'm watching this. So
all the work is going on here.
Here we go. Now we're going to show some work.
Equipment. Also, it's still fenced off. And you can see how it's been painted there. President Trump is calling that American flag blue. But a number of people that I've spoken with who have come down here look at it and they don't see that right now. To them, it looks kind of very, very dark. It looks almost black, they've told me. But we've heard from a number of people who actually love it. Others not so happy with it.
Yeah, so, we'll stop it there. The ones that who are not so happy with it, I don't get it. There are people who are bitching out there about this, and I don't get the bitching part of it. So if you are one of the bitchers, let me know. And if you want to come on, well, I'll put you on so we can hear about it. They are bitching about, well, we don't want it to cost so much. Okay, I get it. You want our tax dollars spent wisely. Get it? Not a problem. Where were you when those were doing their things? Where were you when the Leering Center was teaching kids who trying to teach kids who don't read so good? Did you complain about stuff like that? Where were you when we sent billions of dollars over to Ukraine for no reason? If you were complaining then, I'll listen to you. If you weren't, kiss my butt. You didn't need to be. So there you go. So and this reflecting pond, reflecting the Nationl Mall Reflecting Pool. From what I understand, and you're going to hear different figures thrown out there left and right, but the one figure I heard was somebody quoted like $300 million in 2 years to fix just the pool or the pond or whatever you call the pool. Really? It costs that much? I can do it less than that, and I don't even know what I'm doing. And so Trump called some of his buddies. Yeah, okay, get over it. That know how to do this stuff, and says, "Hey, what can you do for me?" They quote him like a 3-4 week thing, or less than a month to get it done from start to finish, in about 13 million. Yeah, 13 million is quite a bunch, but when you think about it, for each taxpayer out there, it's a few cents here and there. So nowhere near to 300 million. So quit your bitching about it. That being said, here's another one that we will talk to or put up here. Oops. Okay, here. I get it done. Well, I'll get it right one of these seconds. Okay, this is from, where is this from? This is from NDT News, and this is from YouTube. So
water begins to
here we
refill
go.
the reflecting pool at the Lincoln Memorial. How are everyday Americans reacting to the upgrade? NDT's Sam Wong was out on the National Mall in D.C. to hear from the people.
So how do you think the reflecting pool is looking right now?
It's looking great so far.
There
are
go.
lots of good changes happening. I think the pool is going to look more richer, kind of reflecting the overall, the richness, of America's history. I look forward to it.
I mean, it looks incredible. You can actually see the reflection. I've
There you
lived
go.
here a year on, left, and then came back, and it looks great.
Well, it's for the better of the nation. It makes the whole world, the whole country look good, quite honestly.
We want our national capital to look its best, and it hasn't been a priority in the past. So the things that he's doing, clean it up, especially for our big day on July 4th, 250 years, it's going to be sensational.
We've seen fountains that apparently haven't been running for almost a decade. And it really brings the aesthetic of Washington, D.C. Anybody who's in office, be it the president or the mayor or whatever, the upkeep and managing of the city should be at the top priority.
Do you think
Absolutely.
President Trump deserves some credit for this?
I think making the country look great for the 250th is an incredible idea. I think
Absolutely, it is.
America, regardless of how you stand, it's an incredible place, and I think us showing us the best, it's the best thing we can do.
If he's putting in any voices in for changing DC to reflect how America is growing and being innovated, then yeah, I believe he deserves some credit.
He's taking.
And just so we all know, once again, this is credited to NDT News on YouTube.
Taking the time to put the renovations back into our capital city. We haven't been back in many, many years, but we came back now because of what President Trump has done.
What kind of image do you think this puts on for our nation's capital when people come in and this is what they see?
I think it's a positive reflection of what America holds overall for the past 250 years. I think it's a great way to celebrate how long we have been coming along as a nation.
I mean,
Okay, there you go. So all kinds of stuff going on here. It's great stuff. Way to go, DJT. So anyway, so that's what's going on there. And okay, let's see here. Kane's daughter is still throwing a little temper tantrum on the side over here. So okay, whatever. Anyway, Bradley, if you're still there, buddy, I will shoot you an invite. Let's get you on here. And we'll go here and come over here. Let's just see if you want to come on, my friend, we will get you on. There you go. If you want to come on, my friend, well, I'll get you on here. We'll rock and roll. We got a few things here, and then if JD's around later, we can get him on as well, because I got a couple things I would throw you guys, and we'll go that route. So, okay. So, all right here. Okay. Let's see here. Kane's daughter, you want to come on? Is that what you want to do? Okay. There you go. There's your invite. Feel free to come on. Let's see what you got. Okay, J-Mac, add to the stage.
Feel free to come on. Let's see what you got.
All right, hold on, buddy. Let's see here. Okay, I don't see you. Are you on? The legend.
Yeah.
J-Mac.
Sorry, I got the wrong camera hooked up.
You got a green screen coming on. Now, just to let you know, I invited somebody else. We'll see if this person has the courage to come on here. They claim they're from Germany. They're bitching up a storm on the side here, on the comments. They're bitching up a storm. So we'll see. They didn't like the fact that I don't want to celebrate Pride Month for whatever reason. So if I'm going to put a month to something I'm going to celebrate in the United States, it's going to be our military. It's just that simple. I'll celebrate everybody else who wants to celebrate a day or two here and there. That's great, but nobody should get more than our military in the United States, in my opinion. I'm sorry that they shouldn't. That's just the way I feel about it. I don't know about you, but that's the way I feel about it.
I'm all about celebrating the military. You know, you can disagree with that's the problem with this country anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Is there used to be a time when you could disagree with people and still be friends. Now you can't do that anymore. Even families, you can't even be family anymore if you disagree about, this, that, and the other. I don't play the politics anymore. Me and my co-host Uncle Slam, we are on way opposite ends of the.
Really?
Well, I don't want to say opposite ends of the spectrum because I don't like any of them. I think they're all politicians.
Okay. All right.
The second they start talking, they're lying. Every president you can find a fault with, and you can find some kind of, whatever they want to call it, of a crisis, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't play into it anymore. And me and him, we just come to the conclusion that I'm not going to allow Donald Trump or Barack Obama or George Bush or Joe Biden or anybody that doesn't know me and doesn't really care about me decide who I'm going to be friends with.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and I'm 1,000% with you. And JD and I talked about this, and I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but we are talking about I have been talking about the Nationl Mall Reflecting Pool. I have a hard time saying that. I don't know where the mall is.
I've seen it 2 or 3 times in my life. It's beautiful.
I had a female friend that we've never met in person, but we were doing similar kinds of businesses, but we were in the same marketing or networking group or mastermind group, so to speak. And we started talking one-on-one. She just lives a few hours north of me in Chicago. And we had great conversations, one-on-one conversations, and we were going to start doing some collabs together, even though we're in 2 completely different fields. When I do my health and fitness stuff, she was into the other things. I'm not even going to attempt to try to see what it was. But anyway, we became friends on Facebook and different social medias and everything else. During the opening ceremonies of the Winter Olympics, when the U.S. came out, they showed Vice President J.D. Vance in the stands, and I typed something in to the fact on my social media on Facebook, say, "Hey, President J.D. Vance, go USA," something like that. No, not screw you guys, screw everybody else, blah blah. I just said, "Hey, look, there's President J.D. Vance, go USA." Next day, she sent me a message. She said, "I saw your post. I'm gonna have to assume that you like the President Trump and J.D. Vance. So if you do, we can't be friends anymore." I said, "Okay." I didn't respond to it. I did respond. I said, "Okay, if that's the way you feel, that's great. I choose not to let politics get involved with a friendship. That's my choice. If you choose otherwise, that's great." Next thing I know, I'm being called a racist, a pedophile, a homophobe, blah, 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 blah. Wait a second.
Small-minded people. That's all they can do. When you start losing a battle and the first thing you do is charge somebody with being a racist or something like that, when you don't even know the person Like I watch videos all the time, and that, you know, how ugly is that? To call somebody a racist when you don't even know anybody, but that's just small-minded people that can't have an intelligent conversation.
I agree. Just like this Kane's daughter who's been calling me out, and I've invited her or him, whoever it is, on the show. And they said I'm too scared to give them a link, so I just gave them a link, and now they're not calling in. So there you go.
Well, and see, that's me. Is like, you know, I can't stand this. That's not my president stuff. Well, then you're not an American.
Exactly.
Because even, you know, and I'm not saying that I did or didn't vote for him, or, you know, supported him or didn't support him. There's not one president who has ever been president of the United States that I've lived here, and that's 48 years, and I've always lived here. There's not one president that I've ever looked at and thought, I want him to fail. Because if he fails, we all fail.
I hear what you're saying, and that came, and I don't know if you know the story or not, but Rush Limbaugh once said, when they was asking him to say a few words about President Barack Obama, President Obama, and also, just to be clear, and JD and I talked about this as well, I hate it. And I don't care if I voted for the person, liked the person or not, liked them or whatever. When somebody calls them, for instance, Mr. Obama or Mr. Trump or Mr. Bush or Mr. Biden. No, it is President Trump, President Biden, President Obama, President Bush, period. End of story. That's the way they should be addressed.
You give the respect to the office that it deserves.
Right. So Limbaugh said that about President Obama, I hope he fails was the words. And people went up in arms, and he said, well, wait a second. He says, I can't believe I got to explain this. I don't want any president to fail, just like you said, but I don't agree with his policies. And so I hope his policies fail, because I believe those policies will hurt the United States. I don't want those policies to succeed. That's when he says, I hope he fails. That's the policies, not the person. Of course, I don't want anybody with who has been in an elected office, whether you agree with how they were elected or not, is irrelevant. Anybody in elected office that is making the rules or making the whatever for our country, for our state, for our community, whatever. I don't want anybody to fail. Do I agree with their policies? No, not all the time. But if I don't agree with them, I hope they do fail, because I feel like their policies are failure to the whole in general. That's the way I look at things.
Best for this country.
Yes.
I don't care
1,000%.
I don't care who implements what's best. I don't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican. I want what's best for this country. And that's what I tell people is, in my daily life, I was probably raised a little more conservative, and I have a few, more conservative values and everything. But there are plenty of things that I disagree with conservative representatives. And there's plenty of things that I agree with some liberal representatives.
Yep.
That's the thing is, if you can't go into this, and like you said, I don't want to get off on a rant and everything, but if you can't go into politics knowing in some situations you have to be bipartisan, then and get along with everybody to get things advanced, or at least attempt to get along. You don't have to be best friends. You have to get along. If you can't do that, then you're in the wrong profession.
Right. Oh, I agree. Period. I agree. And which brings me back to this reflecting pond thing. I call it reflecting pond, the reflecting pool thing, which is part of the topic, the topics here. There were two avenues that we could have went with this. One of them was what the total government wanted, or is looking at, $300 million, taking 2 or 3 years to rejuvenate this thing, or redefine it, or refresh it, redo it, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
President Trump says, hey, I got a guy who can do it for a lot less and a lot quicker. So 2, 3, 4 weeks, 13 million, get it all done. He got it done. So then there's people bitching about, well, I didn't want my tax dollars going to this. Well, then why didn't you speak up when it was going to be 300 million? Why didn't you
Right.
speak up when we were giving money to Ukraine? Again, not getting off on whether we should or whether we shouldn't, but if you're bitching about 13 million to beautify our nation's capital, why weren't you bitching when we were giving billions to another country?
And to destroy the country.
Yeah, to destroy the country. Yes,
we're at least spending the money to make our country look better.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely.
and by the way, cheers, sir, because yeah,
Salute.
like I said, purple toad.
Purple toad. I
Yes,
got
sir.
my. I don't even really got this. This is soaked in an oak spirals. I know that much.
Okay.
Some homemade spirits soaked in oak spirals.
I'm gonna have to just wait one weekend when my daughter is with her mother, and I'm gonna have to invite you down, and we're just gonna have to do a bourbon run around Kentucky to some of the distilleries.
I would love that. I would love that. Absolutely.
Just go around and drive around. Well, we'd have to take an Uber or hire somebody to drive us.
That's right.
But
absolutely, one of those kind of things. Yeah, absolutely. So, oh my gosh. So you and I know. So I always, like I said last week, I didn't want to get into too much professional wrestling talk, but I'm going to today because you had a special guest on last night on your show.
Yes.
On your don't tell me. It's the Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc on Wrestling Unscripted.
Yes, sir.
And you have 2 pages, right? One with the word and one with the symbol and, right?
Well, one is just a Facebook group, and we started that first because we didn't know at the time you could stream your from StreamYard to the groups. Well, at some point in time where we were waiting for our evaluation time to end and everything, Facebook changed that, and you had to have an actual Facebook page. So I had to go and make a page so that we could actually stream from StreamYard to Facebook.
Okay.
So when they changed that, and we just had to start fresh, and then of course had to wait the 60 days out again.
See, now I don't ever have to recall waiting 60 days.
You used to not have to.
Okay, because I've been on StreamYard for several years now.
Yeah,
years I've been on StreamYard, and I got on, and this is not a bragging thing, and talked to other folks about this as well. StreamYard, when the previous owners of StreamYard, the originators, they put out a special one Christmas or Black Friday or something like that, where you can get the basic watered down package for $10 a month, and you can stream to 3 different places for $10 a month. Now you have you don't have their logo anywhere on here. You could do it yourself. So I got on that, and when the new owners took over, and I don't know if you were around when the new owners took over a couple of years ago, they jacked the prices up big time, in a major way. But they left everyone who was on that $10 a month thing. They grandfathered them in and said, okay, as long as you stick on there and don't change anything, you're good. So I'm still on the $10 a month plan for StreamYard. Yeah.
That's lovely. I wish I had that deal, because we paid for a year, and because we started out paying like right around $24-25 a month, which wasn't bad, you know, for everything that StreamYard does do for you. And if anybody's looking to podcast, StreamYard's great, you know, look into it. But I think like after like 3-4 months or something like that, it went up to like $45-50 a month.
Yep.
And finally it got around January, February, and me and Uncle Slam, we just looked at each other and we was like, let's just pay for a year, man. That way we don't have to, it's a discount if we do it. Plus, you know, it'll force us to keep doing what we're doing. You know, if we're going to pay for it, then we got to do it. So, you know, we told everybody, I said, well, we're at least into it for a year. So
are you and Uncle Slam, just you two, or are you in the group with JD and the guys?
We're not with Mayhem Media. We just, we started out by ourselves, and we've just met everybody through different people. We met JD through a former podcast that has went away. We don't associate with them anymore.
Yeah, I heard about that a little bit. Yes.
Yeah. And, we've met a lot of characters. Some people we've kept around, some people we haven't. We had a couple of ladies we were working with, and that just went south. And we don't wish any ill will on any of them. I wish them luck with everything that they're doing. But what they're doing is just not something we can associate ourselves with.
I agree. 100% what you're doing. Yes, I agree with that.
So it was just a matter of self-preservation. And, we just felt like what they were doing wasn't our thing. So we'll just go our way and you go your way. No hard feelings. We did, when we first started, we had a female co-host. Her name was, she went by the handle, the Viperess. She was great. It was real fun having her on the show. I hate that she had to step away. We're hopefully we're going to get her back to at least stepping in every now and then, and coming back and doing some shows and stuff and everything once life gets a little bit stabler for her and everything.
Okay.
Life happens, we understood. We love her to death. We love you, Carrie. Come back. But yeah, you was talking about last night in our special guest. We had Mario Mancini, the former, and I don't know if anybody or you have seen the episode. If you haven't, go watch it. It was wonderful. The stories alone. We didn't even really have to talk. We just listened to him.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, it makes for a good episode. But we were talking and everything. And where was I going with that?
You're talking about the episode. You're talking about Mario Mancini, the episode. Because I asked you about your episode. We were talking about.
The job. Yeah. Okay. So he was a talent in the WWE from 84 to 92.
Really?
Okay. Yes. He was one of the longest tenured carpenters. Now we were talking to him because we didn't know. We have seen interviews where people don't like the word jobber. Right. And we've seen interviews where people don't like the modern day term of enhancement talent. He said, don't call him enhancement talent. He's not a human Viagra. He said, but he used to get offended at the word jobber too. He said, but now he refers to the people who did what he did in professional wrestling as carpenters because they helped you build the house that you were building. They helped the Macho Man look good. They helped the Undertaker look good. They helped all these people and made them look like the superstars that they were. Never thought about that. So I've started using the term carpenter since last night. So he was one of the longest tenured carpenters in the WWE. But yeah, it was great stories. We had to cut it a little short because his Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling up in Connecticut, they were running a show last night and he wasn't there to do our show. And one of his wrestlers got injured. Blew his knee out. They had to take the ring ropes down to get the stretcher and stuff in there to get him out. So he was getting phone calls from that and everything. But the good thing about it is he suggested that here in about a month he's going to come back on the show and do a part 2, and he is going to bring another WWF guy from the 80s with him.
All right. So how did you get hooked up with this guy?
Honestly and truthfully, I saw him on Facebook and said, what the hell? Send him a friend request and take a chance.
There you go.
And I sent him a message. I told him who I was, told him what I did. I asked him, I said, if you would like to, come on, we would love to have you. He messaged me back a few days later, said I would love to come on. And that, as they say, was that.
Wow.
Yep.
See, now you're doing something that I've done 3/4 of the way through. I have friended several people. I have extended offers to them, and they said, yeah, just let me know when. But from week to week, I don't know if my show is going to come on or not because I have so much other stuff going on in my life so I don't want to schedule something with them and then have to back out at the last second.
Right.
So like a couple hours ago, you messaged me and say, hey, you going on tonight? Well, at that time, I didn't know if I was or not, honestly.
Right.
And so I guess if I do commit to have different guests on, it would be, I would be here.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, if you build it, they will come. Absolutely. And this guy, it's funny you say that, because the guy I'm referring to, Field of Dreams, which that line is from, is one of his favorite movies. He watches it at least once a year, just to re-energize himself. So it's funny you said that. So it's
I do that with Lonesome Dove. I'm a huge Lonesome Dove fan. Love that movie.
Is that a movie or a series?
It's a mini series. It was a mini series back in the 80s, but I consider it one big long movie, like a 7-hour movie.
Isn't that the one Bret Hart was on?
No, I want to say he was on like the TV show.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought it was a TV show. Okay,
yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't watch it, but I've really, other than the first Lonesome Dove, I haven't watched many of the spinoffs or anything, because it's, I watched the second Lonesome Dove, the Return to Lonesome Dove, when John Voight took over as Woodrow Call. And no shame to John Voight. He's a great actor, but he wasn't Tommy Lee Jones in that role. And, there just wasn't replacing the actors that was in that first one. It was just great. They did iconic roles.
I don't know if I've seen Lonesome Dove or not. No, is Kevin Costner in that one?
No, it's let's see, Danny Glover, of course, Tommy Lee Jones, and Robert Duvall, Angelica Houston, Diane Lane, Robert Urich, Ricky Schroeder, big all-star cast.
Okay.
But it's not, if you go into it thinking it's going to be like a shoot 'em up type cowboy movie.
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
It is very much a story, and it's a good story.
Oh
no, it's my daughter's friend who keeps bugging me to death. She has called me like 5 times today trying to get a hold. I keep telling her, call the house. Yes, she just tried to call me.
Okay. I tried to call her.
Okay, we'll go give her
your daughter?
Call. Yes, it is. You want to step in here and say hi to Andrew? Step in here.
Hello.
This is MJ, Andrew.
Hi, MJ. Hello.
That one's live. He's
Hello.
saying hi.
I can't see it on that right now.
He's saying hi. Hello.
I'm saying hi. You say hi back. Usually when somebody says hi to you, you say hello back.
Yeah, see, he said, usually when somebody says hi to you, you say hello back. Say hi.
Hi.
This is the one who says that she's taking over my podcast when I retire. She's already
got to learn how to say hello first of all.
He said, if you're going to take over the podcast, you got to learn how to say hello. But she already goes around to the wrestling shows and calls herself Lady Legend. So
good for her. Good for her. Good for her. So, all right. So you're talking about Lonesome Dove. You mentioned Ricky Schroeder.
Yes.
To this day, and I cannot watch this movie, not for the fact that I don't like it, is because I would just break down and cry. The Champ.
Honey, I can't.
What she need? Let me help her out. What she need?
She's wanting me to call her friend back to tell her to answer the phone.
Yeah, because she's not.
Lordy, I'm telling you, I apologize about this.
It's all right. Kids
walk in the other room and you tell her, and then bring my phone right back. Lordy.
How old is your daughter?
She will be 10 in September.
Oh man. Yes. Oh man, you're just getting started.
Oh, I know. Well, I've got an older one that's 26 this year, so yeah, I've done it before. So man, I don't know what made me start over at 38, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead with Ricky Schroeder.
He did a movie. I'm gonna assume this was his very first movie ever. Ever see the movie The Champ with Ricky Schroeder?
Yep, John Voight, as a matter of fact.
That ending scene where he's crying and because his dad called him the champ.
Yep.
I'm just bawling when I can't watch that. I mean, I've watched it several times. I can't watch it again because it's so good.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't like it. It's because it's so good. I'm just bawling myself. Did he win an Oscar for that role, or was he up for an Oscar?
I don't think so. I don't think Ricky Schroeder ever really won anything. And that's the thing. I don't think he got the credit he deserved.
No, not even
But
close.
I think it's because of his run on Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons, yep. Yeah.
I hate that like, it seems like that, TV shows like that can pigeonhole people
Mhm.
like that. Because back then it was like there was movie actors and there was TV actors, and
Yep.
then there was soap opera actors.
Yep.
You know, and now it's like there's no shame in doing any kind of acting. If you got a
Yeah.
job, you got a job. You know,
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
big time movie stars that go down and start doing TV series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I like I said, I don't judge anybody. If it's good, it's good.
He was also in the movie, which also starred. He starred and who's the real pretty boy in Hollywood everybody likes? Brad Pitt.
Mhm.
It's called Across the Tracks.
I just watched that a day or two ago.
Oh my god, that's good. That's
It is
good.
It is
That's
good.
very good.
Yep. I literally just watched it on Tubi.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I watched about a year ago on Tubi. It's very good. Like, yeah, Ricky Schroeder. Hey, Ricky, if you're watching this, feel free to be a guest on either one of our shows.
Yes.
Well, I'd love to have you a guest. But we'll both say you have not gotten the credit you deserve.
No,
At
he
least I
hasn't.
don't think so.
And I love him. And he plays in Lonesome Dove. He plays, I don't want to say ignorant because that's not the correct word. He plays a I don't want to say sheltered. It's he's pure hearted.
Okay.
He doesn't see bad in the world. And that's kind of what Lonesome Dove does, is it's like, oh, okay, this can strike at any moment, death, loss, just, your family being gone, it's so good. I don't know how to describe it. It's just so good.
I watched another one. I've only seen it once, and I absolutely fell in love with the movie with Robert Duvall, the Cowboys, called Open Range.
I love that movie. Him and Kevin Costner.
I only watched it once, but I loved it.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yeah, there's a scene in Lonesome Dove. And like I said, Robert Duvall is Gus.
Mhm.
He is him and Tommy Lee Jones, the way they, bounced off of each other. It was their chemistry was great. That's why I wish they could have done more together and with it. But if you watch it, you'll see why they couldn't. But there's a scene in the movie where the U.S. cavalry is trying to requisition a horse from, who is that guy? He's in a lot of movies. I can't think of his name right now. He was in that movie Fire in the Sky. I can't think of his name. But anyways, so the U.S. cavalry guy starts quartering Ricky Schroeder and hitting him with this little bitty old hand whip that he's got. Well, Tommy Lee Jones, there's the ongoing thing in the movie of, is Ricky Schroeder Tommy Lee Jones's kid? Is he not? This, that, and the other type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy Lee Jones walks out of a general store and looks down the street and sees that guy hitting Ricky Schroeder with that whip, and he drops everything he's got in his hand, gets on his horse, takes off riding down the street, and runs his horse straight into that guy's horse and just wallops the guy.
Wow.
Well, as he's doing that, Gus knows if he don't stop him, which Gus is Robert Duvall, he knows if he don't stop him, he's going to kill the guy. So he ropes him and pulls him back. And as he's pulling him back, you can hear him yelling, Woodrow, it's me, Woodrow, it's me. And you look, and he's got his gun in his hand with the tail end of it, so he could hit him upside the head if he had to stop him. And it's hilarious because Tommy Lee Jones turns around and looks at the crowd, and he goes, I can't stand rude behavior in a man. Won't tolerate it. And just walks off.
That's great.
It's one of my favorite lines of any movie. But yeah, I encourage anybody to watch it.
I mentioned Open Range, and I like that one, but the one I was thinking of, and I'm just looking up his filmography now, because the one I was thinking of didn't have Kevin Costner, Broken Trail.
Is that the one where he was the singer?
No, this is a cowboy movie as well, Broken Trail. Let's see who else stars in it. Let me get it here. Wait a second here. Broken Trail. Cast. Here we go. Cast Broken Trail. Gwendolyn Yu, Janlin Wong, Chris Mulkey, Donald Fong, Scott Cooper, Rusty Schwimmer, Olivia Ching.
Why do I not know that movie?
Thomas Hayden Church was in
Oh,
it.
I love him. He's a great actor too.
See, I don't think so. I liked him in the television show Wings.
I loved him in Wings.
Outside of Wings, I don't think he's that good of an actor, honestly.
I think he did a good job. He does a good job at playing supporting roles.
Yes, yeah, I'll give you. Yes.
Like when you were talking about Wings, yeah, that man, he plays a great moron, to say the least. I don't know that I've ever watched Broken Trail. I'm looking it up right now too.
Broken Trail.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie.
It's like a 3-hour movie. Yeah,
Chris Mulkey, I know him. He was in. I know it sounds silly, but there's a movie. It's a fictional movie about Elvis Presley. It's called Heartbreak Hotel. David Keith is playing Elvis Presley, and he does a pretty good job as far as the singing and stuff like that. Some of it's a little embellished, but he plays the mom's boyfriend, and Tuesday Weld is the mom, and actually she was in a movie with the real Elvis.
Oh, wow.
When she was younger. But basically the mom is in an abusive relationship, and her son and his band devised this plan that they're going to go and kidnap Elvis and give him to Charlie Schlatter's mom. And they go kidnap Elvis, and Elvis decides that he's going to stay in Podunk, Ohio for a week at a place called the Heartbreak Hotel, because that's what she's named her little hotel that she's got.
I don't think I've seen that one. No, I haven't seen that one. So let's see here. I just got a message from somebody, so I had to message them back. So this is no, Robert Duvall. Going back to Robert Duvall stuff. Godfather.
Oh, see, I've never sat down and watched the Godfather movies. And it's funny too, because I borrowed the Godfather DVDs from Uncle Slam to sit down and watch them. And I had them for like 10, 11 years and never gave them back and never watched it once.
Godfather 1, Godfather 2 was probably just as good, if not better. Godfather 3, not so much. Yeah.
I keep hearing that about that. I keep hearing that it wasn't, they made it just to be making it.
If you're wanting action-packed movies, they are not action-packed movies at all. It's more of a suspense, not even a thriller, but just you have to follow along with it, because it just is so. How do I want to phrase this? It's so thought-provoking. Okay, what's going to happen next? What's going on here? And then the second one, they flip back and forth from timelines, flip back and forth. It's almost like a precursor to you've seen the movie Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
One of my favorite movies as well. It's almost like a precursor to that, because it goes back in time, forward in time, back in time, same time, and so on and so forth. So it's precursor to that. It's The Godfather 2. But as much as I hate to say it, because I'm not a De Niro fan anymore, De Niro was great in it, in Godfather Part 2. And what's his name?
Pacino.
Yep. Godfather 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, Al Pacino.
He's like 80 years old and just had twins.
Yeah.
And I thought I started late.
Ever seen the movie Scent of a Woman?
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh my God.
You're out of line.
That's right. You're out of order. Yeah. Who the hell you think you're talking to?
I'm just getting started.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Yep. I love him. I love that movie. As a matter of fact, I just watched it about a month ago.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
a movie buff. I'll sit here while I'm working on stuff on the podcast. I've got 2 monitors. So I'll be working on one monitor, and I'll throw a movie on Tubi on the second monitor and just sit here and work and listen to it and everything. And that's a lot of how I watch a lot of movies over and over again and stuff.
Tubi is a very underrated channel. Very
Love
underrated.
Tubi. Love
There
Tubi.
is, and not to get on the R-rated side of things, but there's a guy out there named Mr. Skin, who is all about nudity and everything else, nudity in movies.
Yes.
And I listen to Lex and Terry morning radio program, and they have him on once a week. They're one of the. He's one of the. They are one of the original shows that he started when being a guest speaker on when he first started his website. But anyway, they did. I guess there's a documentary made of Mr. Skin in the movies or something like that. He said when a documentary was made, he didn't get a whole lot of money from it when it aired like on Netflix and stuff like that. But once it went to Tubi, he says he's raking in the cash from Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know all the differences, and he never explained why or anything, but yeah, he said Tubi has been a blessing for him financially.
It's probably where it's just a free streaming service, and the more hits you get and everything. Like I love Tubi. I watch it all the time.
There used to be a channel called Crackle. Remember Crackle?
Yes.
I loved Crackle, but it's no longer around. Crackle is great.
I never got a chance to really use Crackle in.
Yeah. I love Crackle at the time.
I like Pluto pretty good too.
Yeah.
Pluto's got some stuff.
I go there for movies quite a bit. Yep.
I was talking to somebody the other day about I can't remember who it was, but I was asking them about Val Kilmer's very first movie. Do you know what Val Kilmer's very first movie was?
Is it Real Genius?
Nope. Actually, and I got a funny story about that. I had a chance to be in that movie.
Oh, really?
In Real Genius, yes.
You had to be young for that movie.
I was. It was in the mid 80s. They were holding auditions in Lexington, Kentucky for the role of Mitch, the young kid that goes to college.
No,
I lost the audition script, so I couldn't go to the audition.
You would have been even too young for that, though, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I would have, but hey, why not? It was a chance.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, man.
But it's funny because when I met Val Kilmer a few years ago before he passed away at a Comic-Con, yes, I paid $80 for Val Kilmer's autograph, and I would do it again. Yes, I got Doc Holliday's autograph, but what I took for him to autograph was a copy of the DVD Real Genius.
Oh, wow.
Because he let me sit there and tell him why, because he was kind of looking at me like, why are you having me put a tombstone quote on this movie? And I was like, well, it's my favorite movie that you did, which is Tombstone. So, I want the quote on there, but the reason I had you sign this movie is because I had the chance to audition to be, your co-star in this movie. He couldn't talk at the time because he was going through his throat cancer stuff and everything. He just smiled real big and gave me a fist bump and wrote on the movie, "You're a daisy if you do." And
wow.
Yes, sir. That's what I had him put on there. It was
He was
great.
also in a movie called The Saint, wasn't he?
Yes, great movie.
Good. Yeah. So what was his first movie?
His very first movie was a spoof movie like The Naked Gun. It was called Top Secret. He plays Nick Rivers, an Elvis-like character who goes over to Germany to play rock and roll music for the first time. He does all of his own singing in the movie, and he's a great singer. But yes, it's called Top Secret. It's a spoof movie. It's absolutely hilarious. Yes, great. It was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was done by the Zucker brothers, the same brothers that did the Naked Gun movies.
See, I never got into the Naked Gun movies.
See, I loved the Naked Gun. Leslie Nielsen. I met Leslie Nielsen though in person because, like I said, my mom in the 80s, she got tickets to a celebrity golf tournament, and Leslie Nielsen, Larry Bird, and Kyle Macy, a bunch of other stars were there and everything. And Leslie Nielsen is every bit as funny in real life as you would think he is as you would think he is. And he has that innate or unique ability. I don't know why I said innate, but unique ability to look at you and tell you the funniest joke in the world and never crack a smile. He was perfect for those movies because he did it in real life. He had my uncle cracking up and never cracked a smile one time himself.
Oh, wow.
It was great.
Wow.
Yeah. But Debbie, give what is it? Skeet surfing is one of the
surfing.
Skeet surfing. The first song that he sings in that movie is called Skeet Surfing, where they're surfing and shooting skeet at the same time.
Oh my gosh!
Skeet surfing, and it's a Beach Boys type song. He says, "If everybody had a 12 gauge and a surfboard too." It's absolutely great.
You know, I'm going to cut this out and use that as a promo of you singing that.
Go ahead, do it.
Oh my God! Obviously, that's good. That's great though. That's great though.
Great movie.
So, and I don't know why I just thought of this, but you say watch Tubi quite a bit in different movies. There's a movie, and every time somebody asks me, or post or whatever, hey, what's a fun movie I can watch that's not going to be shoot 'em up or action packed, but I'm going to leave smiling. There's always two movies I always talk about. One is The Princess Bride.
Love that movie.
Love that movie. I got a story about that. I'll tell you in a second. The other one is Undercover Blues. With who's the guy that played in the movie called The Rookie? What about the pitcher? The high school baseball coach who was ended up being going to the big leagues. What was his name?
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
Very underrated. His version of Jerry Lee Lewis was absolutely great. People knock it. Sorry, I won't go into a segue there, but I love him as Jerry Lee Lewis. I like Dennis Quaid.
But Undercover Blues, watch it and you'll leave smiling from it.
I want to say I've watched it. I'm actually on my other monitor. I'm on Tubi right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Anyway, The Princess Bride. Here's my Princess Bride story. When I was in college, I took a lot of radio and TV production classes. And one of our professors was part of what they called at the time the Hollywood Workshop, where during the summer, for like 6 weeks in a row, every week, a different group of college students from different colleges from around the country got to go to Hollywood and participate in critiquing movies, touring different media outlets at the time, like the LA Times and the different TV shows, and meeting with executives and so on and so forth. Our college, because our professor was part of this, got a special invite to go. So I think there's 6 of us from our college that went, and I was one of them, had a ball out there. Every class that went out there, from what I understand, I was told at least, got to view a movie and critique it. Our movie we got to review was The Princess Bride. So I was one of the first 83 people, because there are 83 students with the professors and everything else, to view this movie and critique it before it was released to anybody else. The major
That's awesome.
critique that we had, and it was across the board, and I can remember this vividly, was we thought the title sucked at the time. It did not fit the movie. The title sucked.
The Princess Bride.
Everyone knows the title, but at the time we thought the title sucked. Everyone loved the movie without question. Now, there was me, my roommate, and another lady. I'll just name her first name. Her name is Chris. I won't mention her last name in case she doesn't want it here. But we were at 20th Century Fox Studios, who did not give public tours at the time. But for us, our group, they gave us a public tour. And for whatever reason, I don't remember the reason why, but my roommate, and Chris, we left the tour and started doing our own stuff around 20th Century Fox Studio. I don't want to say we got in trouble, but we got hauled back to the movie theater when the movie started. And so we were in the front row. There were only 3 seats left in the front row. So we're watching the movie like this. The movie screen's right in front of above us and everything else in the front row. And we absolutely loved the movie. Everyone loved the movie. But we did not like the title of it. That was it. Yeah.
See, the title when it first came out always kind of confused me too.
Exactly. That's what we said.
Because I thought it was going to be something different than what it was. Watched it, and I absolutely love it. Like everybody I know loves it. It's my ex-wife's favorite movie. I am actually I want to show it to my daughter, but I was afraid that it just wasn't. It was a little too old for her. Now I think she's getting to that age where I could kind of show it to her and everything, and she would get it and understand it.
Yep.
She funny story about that movie. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but Andre the Giant was they were getting ready to film a scene, and he let out he passed gas for 16 seconds.
Oh my God.
And Rob Reiner looked at him and said, "Are you okay, boss?" He looked at him and said, "I am now." So that's great.
Well, those who are watching and playing the at-home version, I just want to welcome my good buddy JD to the stream. JD, welcome. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Absolutely, man. No
Raising glass to you, JD, man. What's up, bad guy?
You know me. Just actually, I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nerd stuff right now. Actually,
Yeah, we know you naked, so we can't see you.
What Andrew would call it. Yeah, well, partially, I guess.
Yeah, I'm doing nerd stuff is what I call it. Exactly.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons stuff is what I'm doing right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I have a group of me and a group of friends. We've been playing. Wow, I mean, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for probably 6 or 7 years now together. This core group of us.
All right, let's do nerd talk for a couple of minutes. I don't get it. I've tried playing it once when I was a kid. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, and I don't mean this as an insult, but you need to be willing to buy in to the premise of you're doing a story, you're playing a game, and you're telling a story, and you're telling a group story. You have to buy into it. You have to want to role play and actually involve yourself in the story that's being told. That's the most fun way to play it.
I tried role playing one time. That's why my wife left. So, no, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, wrong thing.
I mean, it depends on
maybe it was because I showed up as an elf that she left.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Depends on the players you got and the group you got. I don't know what other people are doing out there.
Right. Now, they basically have taken Dungeons and Dragons and put it into like Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that and made it a quicker version, honestly and truthfully.
Yeah, we play the 5th edition for anybody who actually who's watching, who might know what that is. But we're pretty loose on the rules and stuff. It's as long as we don't break the game, we're pretty open and stuff. And we leave a lot of stuff to the discretion of the dungeon master, the guy who's running the campaign.
Okay, here's what I don't understand about this dungeon. Well, one of the many things I don't understand.
Yeah.
So if you play with a group of people, and you get to the Grand Poobah level, whatever it's called, and you go to another group of people, are you still at that level?
If you're talking about like the characters you play, no, usually that's with your own group or with your own thing. You could take a character sheet with you to all right, so if I'm playing a game and I have a character with my group of people, and one of you guys, J-Mac, is starting his own Dungeons and Dragons and he wants me to join him, I can ask him if I can bring this character to his game world, but it's really a matter of who's running it, who's the dungeon master. There's a lot of people that follow like the rules right to a T. There's a whole big rule book. It's crazy long. It's extensive. It covers just about every single possible scenario that could come up in the game. But anything that it doesn't cover really is always just left to the discretion of the dungeon master, the guy who's running it. So like I said, we play pretty loose.
So you can't go from game to game and be at the same level and character and things of that sort. You have to adapt
probably
to
not
their other game. Okay, that's what I never understood about it.
Yeah, it's pretty much because I mean, depending on where you are in the adventure, like right now we're at the end. If someone had a high level character and they wanted to bring him in, then I wouldn't have a problem with that because we're at the end of the game anyway. Everybody's max.
Well, how does the game end?
The dungeon master, who is the person who like runs the game, he's the storyteller, and then the players react to situations, combat, etc. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios that can come up, and the dungeon master is ultimately the one that's telling the story. So he writes, like right now, I'm the dungeon master of my group. When I came up with the idea for this story, I came up with a beginning and with an end, because I've played a game of Dungeons and Dragons before, and you can't really predict what the players are ever going to do to a situation. So I learned very quickly, you don't write the story, you let the characters tell the story, and you just give them story points and decisions. That's really what your role is as the dungeon master. Give your players story points and decisions, and then react to their reactions.
All right, you lost.
It's very improv. It's highly improv. You have to be quick on your feet. You have to think about it. It's very much. There's a lot of improv skills with it.
You got to be
a okay. Nerd. That's it.
Never mind. Nerd.
Yeah, he's ready to subject. All right, I'm done.
And this has been your nerd out moment.
That's right. That's right.
I'm happy to provide
whiskey, weed, and nerds. There we go.
That's what Mayhem Media is here for. We're here to provide the weed of the popcorn and the whiskey, and we're here to provide the nerd moments, whatever needed.
Now, what about them power tools?
There you go. Yeah. What about that hockey game?
Hey, man, I consider myself a Renaissance man. I can do it all. I can do nerd stuff. I can do physical stuff, outside sweating, construction, hauling shit, whatever, dude. I'll do it all.
I will too, but not the nerd stuff. Sorry. But I do like the Big Bang Theory though. So there you go.
That's it. I enjoy that show also.
There you go. Okay. So, all right, guys, you want to play a top 10 game?
Let's do it.
All right.
I got just enough alcohol in me.
There you go. Look at you got a popping up another top there, didn't you? Okay, look at that.
Yes,
you got wine.
Okay.
All right. Here is and no fair looking it up. So no looking it up, guys. It's not cheating.
I promise I won't.
And this is based on national sales, popularity, and consumer rankings. These are the top 10 fast food restaurants in the U.S.
It's all poison.
I know it's all poison. I'm just saying it's top 10 restaurants.
McDonald's would be number one.
Okay, wait a second.
Oh, sorry.
And I said this on my Andrew quiz a couple of months ago, and JD, I don't know if you got this or not, but I have not eaten at a fast food restaurant. I used to say I haven't been to one. I haven't eaten at a fast food restaurant or had fast food since December 31st, 2006.
Good for you.
Wow, that's awesome. 20 years.
Yeah, it'll be 20 years at the end of this year. Now, I used to say I have never been in one, but I had to not say that anymore because I did have a couple of business meetings with people, and they wanted to go to a fast food restaurant for the business meeting, which I couldn't say no. Of course, it's their business.
Yeah.
So, and I don't believe in going into an establishment such as a restaurant and not ordering anything. So I ordered a black cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That's all I ordered. So, and I've been through drive-through for my little niece when she wanted a Happy Meal a couple of times. So there you go. So I can't say I haven't been to one, but I can say I haven't eaten any.
My nephew is the only reason that I've eaten at any fast food the last 18 months to 2 years is when I started my diet. So now I don't eat it hardly at all.
So when we're talking about fast food, are we talking about we're not talking about like a sit down restaurant?
Well, fast food, you can't sit down.
Well, no, I mean like an Applebee's or something like that.
Anything that's not, in my opinion, fast food is anything that's not cooked to order, like anything not made to order. Like when you order it and then they cook it. That's a real restaurant. A fast food restaurant is you go in, order it, and it's sitting on a shelf already.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I'm as far as like an Applebee's or something like that. I'm the same way. Like
Applebee's is not fast food.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we were on the same way.
Applebee's is not fast food. No. Okay. No. All right. So who wants to start? I'll let you guys go back and forth. There. Who
let JD start. He just came in.
Okay, JD.
What do you want me to do? Rank the top 10?
No. Based on national sales, popularity, and consumer rankings, these are the top 10 fast food restaurants in the United States. And this is according to, and I just Googled it, according to Google's AI. Okay, the top 10 based on those popularity, consumer rankings, and sales.
So what do
JD, you start.
You want me to
name one?
Name one? Well, I'm going to have to take the easy one. McDonald's would have to be number one.
McDonald's is number one. All right. J-Mac? Are you writing these down?
I'm just writing down names that I know and everything, so I can. I'm gonna say Burger King.
All right, wait a second. Now I gotta write down so I can keep track of it.
Are we supposed to pick the number we think they're at too?
No, it's okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
No,
Just,
yes.
okay. Very good.
Okay. Okay, you said Burger King is number 6.
Really? That far down?
Yeah. Okay, JD.
I'm gonna have pick the next easy one. Wendy's.
Wendy's is number 4.
Now that I would not have guessed. I would not have guessed that Wendy's was ahead of Burger King.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would.
Wendy's
Wendy's is way better than Burger King.
I think it's all poison.
Well, it is all poison, but I mean, you got to pick your poison sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, or we've all been there.
I'm gonna go with Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is not in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
JD?
Chipotle on the list?
Chipotle is number 5. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that, but yeah, Chipotle Mexican Grill is number 5.
Well, he said Chipotle, so I'm going to automatically go with Taco Bell for number 2. Late night cravings, drunk
Taco
people.
Bell is number 3 on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonic.
Sonic is not on the top 10.
Oh, I was really hoping I was going to go all. Every pick was in the top 10.
Let's see. Rallies or Checkers?
It is not in the top 10.
Okay.
And Rallies was the last fast food I ate December 31st, 2006.
I still
in,
love
in Wellington, Florida, too. I know exactly where it was.
Popeye's chicken.
Popeye's chicken is number 10. I would never guess that either.
Since we're going to go with chicken, I'm going to go KFC.
KFC is not in the top 10.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I am surprised about that.
Me too. I definitely wouldn't have guessed that. I would have definitely KFC would have been one of my guesses.
So you guys still have number 2, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9.
Let's see.
Burger King was 6, wasn't it?
Burger King was 6. Oh yeah. So you had number 2, number 7, number 8, number 9. Yeah, there you go.
Let me think.
Five Guys, number 2.
Five Guys is not in the top 10.
Wow.
I don't know if I would consider that fast food though.
Yeah, it's a burger joint.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I consider Five Guys fast food.
They don't cook it until you're in the restaurant, though.
I give you a hint on this one, and I would not consider this fast food. So I'm serious. This one's on here. I think coffee.
Starbucks.
No. Think coffee.
The Coffee Bean.
Is that a restaurant? I never heard of that one. No, it's not in there. No.
Coffee.
What's another place known for coffee? Known for coffee and something else, but I can't say the something else because I'll give it away.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin', yes.
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, okay.
Dunkin' is number 7.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A is number 2.
Okay. So what do we got? 8 and 9 left?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 and 9. Ooh.
It can't be on the list, but is Hardee's on the list?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so.
These are 2. I would not consider either one of them fast food personally.
Subway.
Subway is number 8.
Thought about it.
Yeah.
Subway
I was
number
about
8.
to say, as soon as you said that you wouldn't consider them fast food, I was going to go to a sub shop. Is the other one a sub shop?
No, it's not.
All right. Well, then that takes some.
But I mean, even though it's not fast food, it's still horrible for you. Subway.
Wait, but it's better if you get the flatbread than the bun. If you get flatbread with it, have a flatbread option, a lot less calories.
I'm trying to think of another one.
I got one. Arby's.
Arby's. Yeah.
Good guess, but it's not it.
Okay. Wow. I used to work at Arby's. Just FYI.
This is. Oh, you did? You worked at Arby's?
Yeah, I worked at Arby's. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Arby's, let me ask this because my mom loves the Arby's sandwiches. but she can't. But since she has diverticulitis, she can't have the sesame seeds. And if you don't know, you don't know. But can you order a regular Arby's roast beef without the sesame seed bun?
The only other rolls that I'm aware of are the onion rolls for the beef and cheddar. Do they have? At least in my area,
they have plain buns.
Okay, all right.
I'm not sure if that's the case in my area. When I worked there, that they had two rolls: the regular standard sesame seed buns and the onion rolls for the beef and cheddars.
Okay.
Well,
look at us giving them.
I think they had to change that because of people's allergies to sesame seeds and stuff.
Okay. You could be right. And the Market Fresh. That when I worked there, they had just started the Market Fresh stuff. Actually, like I was right there, right at the beginning.
I never thought about this.
Look at us giving us PSAs. All right.
Right. I never thought about this. Papa John's.
Domino's.
Domino's is number 9.
Domino's.
Okay. It's a pizza place. I had to go with the one that.
As soon as I was thinking about it, I was like, pizza, man. Everybody orders pizza.
So JD, you got number 1, 4, 5, 10, 2, and 9.
Yeah.
And J-Mac 3, 6, 7, and 8. So I think JD would
suck at this. Don't hold it against me, please.
Okay, wait a second. I got a couple others if you want. Here.
Oh yeah, always. I have fun doing stuff like this.
Okay, all right here. And these are things I was thinking of the other day, and I heard somebody else do this, and I said, well, "Let me think of different categories." So what the heck? In the U.S. Okay. All right, here. Wait a second here. How come it's not coming up? Okay. All right. Top 10 gas stations in the United States.
Ooh.
Okay. First of all, let me put a precursor to this. And JD, because you don't drive nearly as much as us, is this fair for you?
Yeah, I actually, maybe you guys don't know this, but I actually have a valid license. And
I knew that, but I don't think you drive nearly as much as we do, though, do you?
No, I don't drive like I used to. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually been behind the wheel of a car, but I could probably still get a couple of these.
Okay, all right.
Top 10 gas stations.
Who goes first?
Okay, this is based on, let's see, America's gas stations ranked not just by fuel availability, but by their massive convenience stores, legendary food, and pristine restrooms. That's the criteria.
Okay.
Okay.
JD, you go first. You won the last one.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to go with Sheetz.
Sheetz. Oh, I never heard of Sheetz, but it's number 3.
Wow.
What is Sheetz? I've
never heard of it either.
I was actually going to even say that on the last one if we started reaching the bottom of the barrel a little bit more, because it's a gas station, but it's a convenience store, and they also have what's called MTO, made to order. They have everything from subs to burgers to hot dogs, French fries, and cheese. Like it's like a fast food restaurant inside their gas station.
Okay, I'll be honest here. I'm looking through here. There's 1, 2, 3 counting Sheets that I've never heard of before.
Okay, I'm going to go with Publix.
Gas stations?
Yes. Or no, Publix is a grocery store, isn't it?
Grocery store.
Yeah,
like
it's a grocery store. We were talking about the food, and I was thinking about.
I lived in Florida. I used to live in Florida. There's a Publix on every corner. There's no gas station though.
Okay, let me change my thing then. Circle K.
Circle K is.
I know they're in a lot of states.
Not in the top 10.
Really? I know because they're. What was it? They were in at least 40 something states whenever I worked there. That's crazy.
They're not.
Wow.
How about Exxon?
Exxon is not in the top 10.
Wow. Let's see. And we're basing this off of
massive convenience stores, legendary food, and pristine restrooms.
Okay.
That's probably that picked by me then.
Lordy. Yeah, pristine restrooms.
And food. Yeah, food and bathrooms. That pretty much took Exxon right out the running.
One of them is known for being it has an extremely large footprint of area that it covers.
BP.
No.
No.
Hess.
What?
Hess.
Hess?
Never heard of the Hess trucks?
No.
No.
Wow. I thought that was a more national thing than just here in this area. Yeah, the Hess gas station. And for as long as I have been alive, and probably longer, they used to, every Christmas, they release Hess trucks for Christmas.
Yeah, I've never heard of Hess. Now, I would say this, the number one is probably, JD, you may have never heard of this. I don't know if it's up in your area. J Mac, I am sure you've heard of this place.
I'm going to kick myself, but I'm going to guess 7-Eleven.
No.
7-Eleven's not in the top 10?
Have you been to their bathrooms?
Yeah, have you ever?
I've never been to a 7-Eleven, to be fair.
Have you ever eaten their food and not spent 4 to 5 hours in the bathroom?
Well, I do that with Taco Bell too.
There you go. Okay.
And you said I've heard of this one.
Raceway?
Raceway. No, but you're close.
Do I have the name wrong?
Yes.
Is it Racetrack?
Racetrack.
Yeah,
That's
so I
number nine.
couldn't remember if it was Raceway or Racetrack. Yeah.
Number 9, Racetrack.
What about Valero?
No, I never even heard of Valero. It's not on there.
Wow, we got Valero here in Kentucky.
I don't know that you're going to know this one. What about Turkey Hill?
No.
I didn't think so. I figured that was a local one. For this area.
One of them, number 2, I'll say, has the word trip in the title.
Trip.
Yeah. I've never heard of this one either.
Quick Trip?
Quick Trip is it. Number 2.
Okay.
Yes.
I've heard of it. I just didn't. I've never been to one.
Okay. The number 1 you guys haven't said yet. It has a
This is the one you said I should know, right?
yes, it has a mascot.
I'm totally.
It has
Speedway and Super America?
No.
No.
That's not top 10. Acreage wise, it is huge. It has well over 100 gas pumps at each facility.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's, number 1.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is like a Walmart gas station.
Yeah,
you
Buc-ee's
can buy
has everything.
furniture.
Is Giant or Walmart on the list?
Is what?
Giant or Walmart? They both sell gas in my area.
No.
Murphy's Oil?
No. But there's one that I don't know if it's because no, I guess it's not associated with Walmart. I always thought it was, but somebody told me it wasn't. Let's see. I will tell you. Here's the hint I'll give you guys. It was because the way this is presented to me, it has the name of the place and then it has a description of the place. So I will read you guys the description. Okay. So we got number 1 is Buc-ee's. We got number 2 was a Quick Trip. We got number 3 is Sheetz. Number 4 is beloved along the eastern coast for its built-to-order hoagies, premium coffee, and sizzly breakfast sandwiches.
It's not Rutter's, is it?
Rutter's? No.
I figured that was a local one. That sounds so familiar. Like I've actually heard the advertisement in that exact way, Andrew. It's
now of all my travels, I've only seen one of these stores, so I can't believe it's number 4. I've only seen one, and it's a 4-letter word, but only has 2 letters in it.
4-letter word.
It begins with a W.
Wawa.
Wawa. Yes.
Yeah, we just got a Wawa.
We just got them in our area. Like there's not even any of them close to me. But they just started coming into the area. Yeah.
That's number 4. Number 5, I've never heard of this one. It's scattered across the Midwest and South, renowned for lightning fast service, fresh fountain drinks, and high quality grab and go food.
5-Star Food Mart.
No.
I'm just joking. It's a
Doesn't
Kentucky.
sound like it's in my area.
It's called something, but you can just say 2 letters for this.
2 letters?
And one of them is not a common letter. and it's in the second half of the alphabet.
I'm going to kick myself whenever I.
And it's before the letter R.
Before the letter R.
And after the letter P. Think of your alphabet, folks.
I ain't had to do that since kindergarten. Lordy. Love's Travel Stop. I know that's not it, but
Love's Travel Stop is number 7, though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It popped into my head, so I was sitting here like,
Love's Travel Stop is number 7. Yes.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of what we have on the turnpike here in Pennsylvania, but I can't think of what the store is called.
What
about letter was that? I narrowed down to one letter for you guys.
QT. No.
QT is correct.
Is it QT? Quick Trip.
I definitely have never even heard of that one. So yeah, can't say that I've heard of that one.
I've never heard of it either. Quick Trip. Okay.
What is that one?
Maverick. Number 6. Maverick is not in the top 10.
Not in the top 10. Okay.
Known as the Buc-ee's of the Midwest, this massive retail floors. Excuse me. Let me start over. As the Buc-ee's of the Midwest, with massive retail floors, gourmet popcorn, and vast jerky bars.
Definitely doesn't ring a bell.
Right. Buc-ee's of the Midwest. I'm trying to think of big chains that do that. You know, I've never
heard of this one. Never heard of it.
Honestly, I don't know that there's any other ones in this area that are going to be big enough that you guys would even recognize.
There's one you guys would know. This one's called Wally's. You guys ever heard of Wally's?
Can't say that I have.
No, never heard of Wally's. Okay, that was number 6. Number 8. I am sure you guys heard of this. I know for a fact. Well, I shouldn't say for a fact. I would guess that the JMac, you had this one in your local town. Matter of fact. Famous throughout the heartland, particularly for its scratch-made, highly rated carry-out pizzas. In my area, probably the best pizzas around, believe it or not.
It's Hunt's Brothers Pizza, isn't it?
No,
not Hunt's Brothers Pizza.
No. And if you had their pizzas, you'd know absolutely they're probably the best pizzas around.
I don't think I'm going to know this one because there was no gas stations where I would willingly buy pizza from.
I buy Hunt's Brothers Pizza because, man, they load that stuff up with some toppings.
You guys ever been to Casey's?
I haven't.
Nope.
Oh,
but I have heard of a Casey's.
Casey's Pizza.
Nope.
Is the best pizza you're going to get. I'm telling you right now. Casey's Pizza.
Okay. I can't eat a whole lot of pizza because I have to watch my sodium intake.
Understood. Casey's, I thought Casey's was an off branch or a sister, if you will, of Walmart. I could be wrong with that. I always thought Casey's and Walmart were the same. Casey's General Store, Walmart, I thought they were the same, but I guess they're not. Okay, this next one, I've never heard of this before. It's I just tell you guys, United Dairy Farmers, UFD.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard of them. I've never been to one.
No, they're not anywhere near this area.
That was
there's 10. None. There's none that I know here.
I've never heard of them. Never heard of them. Okay. All right. Here's an easy top 10 list. You guys want to do another one? Do you mind or no?
No, I do. Yeah, just because we weren't good on that one. Yeah, just because we weren't good on that one doesn't mean we are not having fun. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Top 10 best states to retire.
Florida.
Okay, wait a second. All right. Okay, how come they're not giving me a list like I did before here? Wait a second here. I'm going to have to go with a website here. Let's see. Nah. Okay, here we go. Okay, again, this is from Google AI. Based on the 2026 retirement studies by Kiplinger and Wallet Hub, the top 10 states to retire in are...
Well, he said Florida.
Florida
is number 2.
Okay.
Wow. I'm going to go with Texas.
Texas is not in the top 10.
Wow, that's definitely surprising to me.
Before I give my guess, I am going to give a side note. Danville, a city that is adjacent to where I live, Danville, Kentucky, was nominated a few years ago as one of the best cities in the United States to retire to.
Oh, wow. Well, this is the best states to
right.
retire to.
Right? Let's see. I'm going to go with
we got 48 states left.
I know that's hard.
Some of these I'm shocked.
Colorado.
Colorado's number 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised about that.
JD?
Well, it's Google AI, so I'm gonna say California. Is California on the list?
I got a good guess, but no, I understand why, but no, it is not.
I wouldn't have guessed it if you wouldn't have said it was a Google AI. I probably wouldn't have guessed California.
Something tells me this list is filled with mostly states we would never guess to retire in.
Florida was the easy one. Yeah, Florida was the easy one. But after that, I was gonna guess something different, but with the AI list, I thought maybe California could have been on there.
There are 4 in here that I would probably put one of my last of the top 10. I'd put at the bottom of the list. 4 of them on here. So
I'm really surprised
shocked.
Texas wasn't on.
I'm going to say Kentucky.
Kentucky is not on the list.
Okay.
Arizona
is not on the list.
Gee, oh man, I'm 0 for 3 now. I'm batting zeros on this one.
Tennessee,
not on the list.
Not on the list.
Nevada. I don't know why I almost said that wrong.
Not on the list.
Wow. All right.
Actually, I know a few people from Nevada, and they will throttle you if you call it Nevada. They hate that. They hate it for whatever reason. I don't know, but they're like, it's not Nevada, it's Nevada. Oh, well, excuse the teetotal, you know what, out of me. Lord, I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking of states around me. Virginia,
not on the list.
South Dakota,
nope. Oh wait. So South Dakota. Number 3. South Dakota.
All right, 3. I thought so.
Yeah. I got to say, South Dakota. They have what's her name? Christy. What's her name? Christy.
I don't know.
Christy. What's the former governor's name? What's her name? Christy.
Oh, I definitely don't know the former governor of.
Well, she was also on Trump's head of the DOJ, not DOJ, the ICE. What's her name? Christy Nome.
Oh, okay.
Hot, extremely hot. Yes. Oh, yes.
I know a friend of mine that is from here, so I'm just going to call out her state, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is not on the list.
Wyoming,
number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of all places, let's go to a giant volcano and retire. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Michigan
is not on the list. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oklahoma.
So we have Oklahoma, no.
Minnesota.
Number 5.
Okay.
I would never guess Minnesota. I would never guess Minnesota.
As Jesse Ventura would say.
Utah, no.
Since we're hitting up in there, let's see. You said why? Idaho.
No.
New Hampshire.
Number 9. New Hampshire, number 9.
Connecticut.
Connecticut is not on the list.
Maine?
Oh, good guess. I would guess Maine too, but it's not on the list. Not on this list.
Delaware.
Delaware is number 7.
Really?
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I'm just randomly naming states.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to point out that several of these states that are in this top 10 list, several of them have no sales tax.
That's probably why.
I know
No
Florida
state tax.
doesn't. South Dakota doesn't, does it?
I don't think Delaware does.
Okay.
I don't think South Dakota does.
I know Florida does not.
But anyway, that's a different top 10 list, I guess.
Yeah.
Whose pick?
JD.
That's my pick?
Yeah, so we got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. So we got 6, 8, and 10 left.
I'm going to give out my own state, Pennsylvania.
Number 8.
Really? That surprises me. I wasn't going to guess any Commonwealths.
I would never guess.
I know, for real. I understand that, but there's a lot of Pennsylvania that's rural and stuff like that. Plus, we have the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Not that that's like a big draw, and Hershey.
Yeah, but just it being a Commonwealth kind of was throwing me off the track and everything because I wasn't going to pick Boston either or Massachusetts either.
You picked Virginia, though. Virginia's a Commonwealth.
Is Virginia or West Virginia?
Oh, you might be right. It might be West Virginia. Now that I think about it.
Okay, we got number 6.
4 Commonwealths.
What are they? Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, one of the Virginias, and Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Kentucky was. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
I don't even know what a Commonwealth is. I just know the name.
It means they can make up the laws as they go.
It means we're jackasses.
Basically.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
We want to charge you with something, so we're changing the law.
There you go. All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with
the 2 left, number 6 and number 10. Think of the outskirts of the United States, on the fringe areas for one of them, and in the center for another one.
Then I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna do this because I'm just going down the eastern seaboard, Maryland.
No.
Louisiana.
No.
Where did you say the second one was?
In the middle.
In the middle.
I tell you, okay, the one in the middle, here's what it says. Known for its low cost of living, low crime rates, and steady community-based quality of life for seniors.
Utah.
I already said Utah.
Oh. Nebraska.
No.
Not a bad guess, though, in my opinion. My bad guess is going to be Oregon.
No.
North Dakota.
No.
I need a friggin' U.S. map somewhere.
Mississippi. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to know. We think of other states that we haven't named.
You were close with Nebraska. I think it borders Nebraska.
Well, I said Mississippi. Is that right?
Does Mississippi border Nebraska?
Well, it could be the other one. There's 2 of them yet.
There's 2 Nebraskas?
No, there's 2 picks left in your top 10 list.
You said that, and all I could think of is Will Ferrell doing the Saturday Night Live skit as George Bush when he said the new axis of evil was math, Iraq, Iran, and one of them Koreas. Let's see. Okay, you said the Missouri.
No.
Yes, I cheated. I pulled up a friggin' map. Okay.
North Carolina.
No.
Kansas.
No. You were all over it over there.
Arkansas.
It's not your turn.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Arkansas because I couldn't think of another state anyway.
No.
You said central United States and then on the outskirts.
Yeah.
Washington State.
No.
No. Okay.
That would have been my last pick, just so we're clear where I was.
Think outside of the box for one of them.
Right now, I'm just trying to think of state names that I haven't thought of yet at this point.
Well, you guys
what about Alabama?
No.
Let's go with Illinois. No, I doubt that.
No. The other one is
West Virginia.
No. It says highly tax friendly with no state income tax and permanent fund dividends that supplement retirement incomes.
Okay, the border one I'm going to say is Montana.
No.
Good. Oh, wow. That would have been, I thought that was a good pick.
No, wait. I did not say border. I said on the outskirts.
Outer
I said
fringe.
outskirts. I didn't say the border. I said the outskirts. Okay.
I'm gonna have to do what J-Mac did and probably bring up a U.S. map.
And one of them is right in the middle. I mean, you guys are all over it. I think you hit every state around it that borders it.
It's not my choice, and I think I know what it is now.
It has good hunting out there if you're a hunter.
It's got to be one of these two then.
You guys don't have many
Iowa.
states left. Iowa's correct. There you go.
That's the one I was either going to say Iowa or South Dakota.
We said South Dakota earlier.
We already said South Dakota.
Iowa was number 10. South Dakota was number 3. We have one left.
Vermont.
Nope. Think way outside the box.
Have we guessed Connecticut? Rhode Island.
Nope. They had a show. There was a television show.
Oh, I know what it is now.
That featured. It had several television shows that was featured in this state.
I'm just going to guess and say New Jersey. I know it's not right.
No.
I'm sorry to say it's one of my brother's favorite TV shows. Did he guess?
Yes, he guessed New Jersey, and that's not correct.
Oh, well, then that would have been my guess. So thank you for that. Let me bring the map back up.
It's your brother's favorite show, Jersey Shore.
That's exactly where I went to, Jersey Shore. I was like,
oh my God.
Jersey Shore.
New Hampshire.
No.
And I already said that one.
Oh, did you? Okay. Sorry.
I mean, I haven't said
the purple toad is creeping in now.
New York?
Nope.
Nevada?
Nope.
We already said that. Georgia?
Nope. But I tell you what, Nevada was closer than Georgia.
Idaho?
Nope.
I already said Idaho.
Oh.
I'm trying to. What the hell haven't we said?
We said Oregon. We've said Washington. We've said California.
I think there's maybe 2 states you guys haven't said yet.
Arkansas?
Right. New Mexico.
No.
You already said Minnesota. Wisconsin?
That was Wisconsin. No, it was said, but it's not in
New Mexico.
Yeah. No.
What the hell is happening?
I'm trying to figure out which state I haven't said here.
That's what I'm saying. I can't even.
Indiana.
No.
Ohio. Never.
No.
You already guessed.
Let me. Oh,
Tennessee.
I can say. I'll say one word, and you guys will get this right away. So, all right.
Okay.
Think cold.
That doesn't help at all. We've
Alaska.
Alaska. Yes.
Oh my shit! Holy shit! Is Hawaii the other one?
No, Alaska was the last one.
Oh, good.
You know, that actually surprises me that Hawaii or Alaska is above Hawaii. But to be honest, my uncle and my cousin, they absolutely loved living in Alaska.
I know several people I have.
And it wasn't because of the checks that you get and everything, but
it's too cold
for living there. But yeah, they said that, like my uncle, he went up there and he was like, you know, you can't do anything about it because they have rules about it whenever they're spawning and stuff and everything. He's like, but imagine just being able to step into a stream and pick up whatever salmon you want to eat for the night.
There is a local dentist here in my town, in my little small town. Him and his wife used to live in Alaska, and they wanted to move away. And so there was a dentist office about 10 years ago that came for sale in my little town. Sight unseen, he bought the dentist office, and he was a dentist. And they moved over here from Alaska. And since his wife's Italian and my mom's Italian, they befriended each other. So they talk quite a bit because she's from Italy and my mom's from Italy. And so I often talk to him about it. And this couple of weeks ago, his son graduated from high school, and this dentist's father flew in for the graduation. Now, he now lives in Utah, but he used to live in Alaska. Okay, so that's the story behind it. So I was asking him about Alaska. He says, one of the most beautiful places you're ever going to live. Like you just said, J-Mac, you can literally go to, when you go hunting or fishing, go into any river and then pick up a fish with your hand. He said that's how many there are, but you have to do it in a logical way. You can't do it at any time of the year. And a lot of these places where you can fly in and leave your plane and start hunting, you have to wait like 8 hours after you fly in before you do anything. He says, literally, I've flown into places to hunt, and as our plane is taxiing to stop, we have wild animals coming up and sniffing our plane to find out what the heck is going on in the territory, because they've never seen something like that.
Yep.
So he says it's the most beautiful place you're going to be, but they also says it's expensive as hell.
Yes.
So
because
well,
it takes so much to be able to bring all the shipments up there and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Now that my dentist friend, they had property up there and a practice and everything. He sold it, and they must have made a mint, because he built a house over here that is ungodly big and ungodly expensive. And for this area, it's like, holy crikeys. So, and he did make all that from his dentist practice. He didn't do it from his dentist practice. So,
who won that round?
Let's see. JD, you got 1, 3, 8, 9, 10. And J Mac, you got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each got 5. And I'm not going through to figure it out. So we'll just leave it at that. You each got 5. So there you go.
We're equally as smart.
There you go. Let's see here.
Or it just took us the entire map to be able to guess what we were going to guess.
Okay, I got one more, since we're all in this industry. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out, how to get to it here. Okay, top 10 biggest podcasts for quarter 1 based on Pod News. Okay, maybe wait a second here.
I don't know if I'm going to know much on this one.
And no fair looking it up. Where's Pod News?
Right.
Here. Pod News. Okay. Of these, I know of 1, 2, 3. No, this won't be. No, you guys won't get these. No. All right.
Well, I'm gonna say number 1 is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Rogan is number 1.
Rogan is number 1. Yeah. You guys know what? Think of any others on here? We won't go through all 10. I just read the list, but can you think of any others you want to?
Ben Shapiro.
Not according to podcast metrics.
Okay.
No. Listed below by weekly audience reach. Okay, number 10 is called New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Right.
By the way, have you guys seen a controversy with was it Travis Kelce and what's her name? The blonde chick, what's her name?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Have him drinking the beer and everything else. Big deal. Have you guys seen all that?
She's Miss Goody Two Shoes now, and I don't know. I haven't seen it, but that whole I don't know about. I don't listen to much modern music anymore, but it's just because the industry itself. It's not because music is that inherently bad.
I'd do her.
Taylor Swift is a witch. So
hot take.
Okay.
Hot take. Taylor Swift is a witch. Stay away from her.
I'd do her.
What the Eagles said it best. Ooh, witchy woman.
Number 9. Mr. Ballin podcast.
Mr. Ballin, yes.
Mr. Ballin?
I love Mr. Oh,
Strange,
Mr. Ballin's
dark
good.
and mysterious stories.
Me and my daughter, we will listen to Mr. Ballin episodes on YouTube as we're going to sleep. Like as a kid, I grew up with I lived with my uncle for a little while, and every night going to bed, and you'll probably know about what I'm talking about. We used to listen to old radio programs going to bed, like Suspense. I love Suspense. And we would listen to all that stuff going to bed and everything. He had speakers rigged up in the bedrooms and, speaker wire throughout the house so that everybody had a speaker in their room. And we would sit and listen to that stuff going to sleep. So Mr. Ballin is similar to, it's kind of like the modern day Suspense.
I've never heard of this guy. Now, I used to listen to, and I still do when I'm on the car traveling late at night, is what the heck is it called? I'll think of it here in a second. But with Art Bell,
AM Coast to Coast.
yeah, Coast to Coast with Art Bell. Love
that
Coast
show.
To Coast.
Yes.
Love Coast to Coast. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Bell.
Is Steven Crowder on the list?
I thought he would be, but he's not. No, he's more on Rumble. Him and Bongino are more Rumble based than anything else.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Most of what I watch might not even be classified under the podcasts.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Because I'm thinking like Alex Jones.
No.
Yeah,
Number 8. This past weekend with Theo Vaughn.
Okay, Theo Vaughn. I should have thought about that. Yeah.
Okay. Number 7, and I don't consider it a podcast, but it is Dateline NBC. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a podcast for that?
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I said. Yeah.
You got a weird list. Yeah.
This is from podcast.
This is the official
metrics.
stuff.
Podcast metrics.
Yeah, officially from Google.
Number 6, stuff you should know. An iHeart podcast.
Oh, I've got one. I bet I know one of them. The Y-Files.
No,
really, that kind of surprises me.
I know the one. Have you finished that bottle?
Just now, poured the last little bit of it. I can do a whole bottle of wine by myself, and that's okay.
There you go. All right.
Don't call me a wino.
Number 5 is called Smartless with Jason Bateman,
really,
Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett.
I did not know that Jason Bateman had a show. I love Jason Bateman. I think he's hilarious.
Number 4 by Alex Cooper, who hot, but I don't like her podcast. It's Call Her Daddy. Call Her Daddy podcast. No? Okay. Number 3, The Daily from the New York Times.
Number 2 is Popcorn Whiskey, right?
It should be, but it's not, unfortunately. Number 2 is the Mayhem Media podcast.
Yeah. Oh man, if only. Yeah.
And number 1 is Headlocks, Heels, and Hats.
There you go. Yeah. Number 2 is
none of us are going to beat Joe Rogan. Let's just come to terms with that now.
Well, no one's going to be Joe Rogan.
What are you talking about? That's my plan in the next 4 or 5 years is to be bigger than Joe Rogan. What are you talking about? I'm waiting for Spotify to send me that check.
All right, just a reminder to all our viewers that Headlocks Heels, or J Mac from Headlocks Heels and Havoc, has just finished his bottle of wine.
That's exactly right. But that don't mean that the motivation ain't there. I want that Joe Rogan size check that Spotify wrote.
All right. Well.
Okay. All right. Let's get one more. Okay. Top 10 podcasts on Rumble.
Okay.
Steven Crowder.
Louder with Crowder is number 2.
Okay. On Rumble.
Oh. Let me J-Mac, do you watch podcasts on Rumble or listen to podcasts on Rumble?
Here and there. I mean, mostly I do podcasts just on YouTube, and because they dual stream them sometimes and everything. So I mean, I've got a Rumble. So I mean, as far as like where I watch them.
Okay. I like Steven Crowder. I like Crowder, but he's number 2
on Rumble. Let's see.
This is one I would have guessed right away is number 1. That's without question. It's number 1.
Trying to think of who that might be.
I know. I'm trying to think.
He's my Italian brother, my paisan.
I'm gonna go. Oh, what's old dude's name? English dude. I know he's got a real successful podcast right now.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Dude just changed his life. He's like just convert.
Yeah, you're on the right track. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, he's number 9.
Is he okay?
Dan Bongino.
Number 1, Bongino. Yep.
I didn't know if that's who you were talking about or not.
Yes,
but.
Love my Bongino. Yes.
Oh,
and another one was already mentioned in one of the other top 10 lists.
Ben Shapiro.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, what is that one? Andrew Tate, whatever his podcast is.
Nope.
Who was it? J-Mac said Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, number 4.
Okay.
I was trying to think of who else we had named before.
Yep. One guy I didn't even know was on Rumble, and I'm shocked that he's on this one.
I don't think it's called the same thing anymore. I think it's they've just reverted to the actual name of the company, but Charlie Kirk Turning Point.
The Charlie Kirk Show is number 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to think. What's that one dude's name?
I didn't even think about Charlie Kirk, actually.
One guy used to be on television. I'll tell you that. He used to be on television. Had a very successful show on television.
Did we say Steve Crowder?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people think he's turning against the Republican Party.
The person you're talking about?
Yes. This is number 3.
It's the Republican Party.
He had a huge show on Fox.
Hannity.
No.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Carlson, yeah, Tucker. Yep.
I couldn't think of his name. Let me see. What's that?
He's weird.
And these other ones, I never heard of these other ones. So
let's see. What's old dude's name? I'm kind of iffy on him now. I follow him on Instagram, but he seems like somebody's gotten to him. Tatum. Officer Tatum.
Oh, do you think somebody's gotten to him?
I do.
Really?
I really do.
Wow, I love Officer Tatum.
I really used to as well. But is he not on the list?
No, he's not on the list.
Okay.
And neither is ABL, Anthony Brian Logan. You watch ABL at all?
I don't. No,
Okay.
I've
He's
never
another
even
one.
heard of it.
He's on YouTube more than anything else, usually in the evenings. Okay.
What's the girl's name? Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard?
Yeah.
She has a podcast. No, she's not on here, but she has a podcast.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard show.
I'm trying to think of the guy who runs the Daily Wire.
Ben Shapiro?
No, he doesn't run the Daily Wire. He's just one of their big faces. But
I know who you're talking about. The dark-headed guy.
Yeah, he did the special What Is a Woman? I'm totally drawing a blank on his name. As soon as I hear it, I'll kick myself in the butt. But
he has glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on the list, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
What's that guy, Clayton Morris?
Nope. I'll just tell you guys, number 10.
The Daily Wire really dropped off the table, didn't they?
Kim Iverson.
I don't even know who that is.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
Then we had number 9, Russell Brand. Number 8, Charlie Kirk. Number 7 is somebody I watch almost every night, and I usually fall asleep with him. And I watch him on YouTube, not on Rumble.
Mr. Ballin. No, I'm just joking. I'm not for sure.
If he's interesting, I'll put him on. If not, I'll put on a Jim Cornette and listen to Jim Cornette and fall asleep with Jim Cornette.
I love Jim Cornette. Love listening to him rant and scream and cuss everybody out.
Exactly. Timcast IRL. Timcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of him.
Timcast. See, I don't think of him on Rumble. I think of him on YouTube. Number 6 is Steve Bannon.
I was getting ready to say Steve Bannon.
All right. And number 5, which I've never heard of this one, is called Redacted.
I've heard of it, but I definitely didn't
never heard of
that for them to be in the top 10.
So there we go, guys. Those are the top 10 lists I have here for now.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome stuff.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yes,
guys.
I have fun doing it.
Yeah, I love doing top 10 lists.
So we'll have to this might be another segment we can do. Everybody come up with their own top 10s of weird things and see what we can come up with.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Obviously nothing's going to be official, because I bet if you go to a different AI besides Google, you're going to have a different top 10 on everything with here.
Probably.
Yeah. So
I would say, I wonder what you would go to. I wonder if they do like a Nielsen type rating for podcasts, and what that, what the official, equivalent to Nielsen would be for a podcast.
Well, what would you base it on? I mean, there's a podcast, there's live streams, there's live stream podcasts, there's
I would say views. Kind of like Nielsen does.
What kind of views? Because Facebook
Yeah.
will give you a view at 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
Right.
different criteria. I mean, that's why I said the one I have here is from a podcast charts. I mean, this is Rumble, but before that was podcast, whatever it was called, podcast magazine or something like that.
Which likely they probably do a factor of views and subscribers.
The one I had was from Pod News from quarter
J-Mac,
one.
we lost your audio, buddy.
Sorry.
There you're
Okay.
back. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I knew I
thought-
did. My daughter was talking to me.
Okay.
I just saw your lips moving, and we didn't hear you, so I just wanted to make sure you weren't talking to us.
So, hey, I got to tell you this, JD, before you came on, there was somebody on Twitch who was pounding me about me not talking about Pride Month. And so
please.
this person is called Kane's daughter, and I challenged this person to come on with me. And then this person was saying, Andrew, big guy, and I'll read you some of the things. We know you're not going to put anyone else disagreeing with you on. Is it because I'm a woman? She says, you know that the rest of the world is laughing about the USA, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. She says, you're a coward. You invited me on your show, but you didn't give me any way to get on your show. So I sent her a link, and then she left.
Yeah.
Seems
that's not
legit.
surprising. I mean, you know me. I've been facing mad heat recently, so I completely can relate to getting it.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about the. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, J-Mac.
I was just going to say you were talking about the reflective pool and everything earlier and everything.
Yes.
I was going to say I've literally I've been to DC 3 times in my life, and I vividly remember each time being in front of that, in front of the Lincoln Memorial, and then right across the street there, the pool is right there and everything. It's absolutely beautiful. So, if people have a problem with, them restoring it to its beauty, then get over yourself.
Well, they were saying, and I don't know for facts about this because I don't study it and I don't care to study it, but they were saying because of all the cracks and the leakage and everything else, it was losing 300,000 gallons, 300 gallons of water a day or something like that. They had to replenish that every day. So that's costly right there in itself. And so after they drained it all, cleaned it up, put all and then people bitching about, they painted it. Well, of course they painted it, but they're not stupid. I mean, even if the person I hated the most or disliked the most, they're not going to just paint regular paint on there. They're going to put the right kind of stuff on there, especially if you're giving them $13 million to do so. That's going to withstand the heat, withstand the coolness, withstand the water, withstand the longevity, and it's going to be done the right way. So it's more than just paint.
People got to remember.
And withstand Forrest and Jenny running through it to hug each other.
And people also got to remember that Washington's a place where in the summertime they can get just like we get here in Pennsylvania and probably what you guys get, 90 plus degree, 100 plus degree weather.
Oh, we were 92 today. Yeah.
In the wintertime, it can definitely get under freezing. So that thing has to survive extreme, from the cold freezing temperatures all the way to the hot. People don't realize what happens to metal and concrete and stuff under that kind of, temperature difference. People don't realize.
I mean, I don't know about Pennsylvania and Kentucky, but where I am, like I said, today is 92. It's common to get over 100 degrees during the summer, and in the winter without wind chill. I think we had the coldest. This guy got this winter without wind chill was -12, -13.
Yep.
Yeah, we can get the same. Yeah,
and especially with the heat index,
Yeah,
it's easy with the humidity in our area. Because Pennsylvania, Kentucky, and you're in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
They have similar, temperate areas and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like that humidity can get ridiculous in the summertime.
Yes, it can.
And then the winter time, Lord God, I don't know what's happened with their polar vortexes that come through every year now.
I tell you guys, and I say this all the time, and people get sick of me saying this, but I lived in Florida for 5-6 years of my life. The summers down there, temperature wise, it's about the same as it is up here. It gets in the mid 90s, sometimes in the hundreds, but the humidity is ungodly over there. I mean, it makes what I go through here in Indiana kindergarten.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally step outside your house in Florida in July and August, and you're just sweating your ass off.
My grandparents lived in Florida for several years. I actually drove myself to Florida. Was one of the trips that I did when I had my license. Was me and my girlfriend at the time got in my van and drove to Florida to my grandparents' house to stay like the week. That was
where in Florida?
Fort Myers.
Oh yeah, see, I just live just north of there in Inglewood. Yeah, I know.
I got a friend of mine that lives in Fort Myers right now. He moved from Kentucky down there. And see, that's what I was going to say is I visited Florida back in like 2002. It's the only time I've ever been to Florida. And it's probably the only time I'll ever be to Florida because I don't need Kentucky with palm trees and alligators. That's all it is. The humidity is horrible. I mean, 3 seconds after walking out of my cabana, I had to walk back in and wipe my ass because I was sweating so damn bad.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just, it was ridiculous. I was like, and then you throw the hurricanes in, and I'm like, why do people retire here?
Yeah.
You can't go outside because you got reptiles coming up to you ready to eat you.
Yeah, we went down in the summertime, and it was ridiculous during the day, but I loved it at night, especially my grandparents' trailer park that they had was one of those huge ones,
Yep.
It spanned for like 50 miles, it seemed like.
Yep.
But they had a pool and stuff there, so we got to go and do some night swimming, which is awesome. I don't care where you are and what. If you can go out and go swimming at nighttime, it's cool.
Not in Florida, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, shit. I love July, August, September. You go to the beach at 9-10 o'clock at night.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
it's just like bath water out there, my friend.
We didn't get in the water, but we went to the beach at around that time, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, just as the sun was going down. It was so
great.
Like the weather was nice, the wind coming off the ocean. It was great. I was like, this is amazing. Why can't I have this all year round up in Pennsylvania?
When I went to Florida, I had my first alligator encounter. I stayed at the Tropical Palms Resort in Kissimmee, Florida.
Yeah.
I stayed there for a week. Now, at the time, I dabbled in more recreational things.
Okay.
So at night, I had my 3 young kids in the cabana, so I don't do things in front of kids and everything.
Good for you.
So I decided that if I'm going to do things, I'm going to do them a little bit responsible. So I just went out and I was like, it's a nice night. I'm going to walk around the little resort here. It's dark enough in some places where I can just walk down. People think I'm smoking a cigarette and go on about my business. So I just walked around. I'm looking up ahead of me on the little concrete trail thing there at the resort, and I look, and there's an armadillo. I've never seen an armadillo before. So I'm following Mr. Armadillo to see what Armadillo's going to do.
Wonder what he was smoking is what I'm wondering right now.
No, I promise it was an armadillo. There wasn't no purple toad wine involved or anything like that. But I know they need to give me some kind of sponsorship. I've said their name about 800 times on here. But so I followed the armadillo as far as I could, and it went behind this big giant bush. Well, it was dark. So I started to go around the bush, and whenever I did, I heard skabloosh and a bunch of water. And I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of took a step back. And then the next thing I heard was like a low growling sound. I was like, no, I'm not becoming no story on the first 48 or whatever show they got down here in Florida for alligator attacks. I backed up. I got back on that path. I snubbed out what I was smoking, and I went right back to my cabana.
I think what your problem was there is when you went off the path.
Well, I mean, it wasn't 3 feet off the path.
So I'm just saying, 3 feet off the path. How would you feel if an alligator walked into your house? That's probably what happened right there. So
I walked
right into his living room.
Right. I walked up to that lady at the customer service thing. I said, let me ask you a question. She said, what's that? It was a dumb question because like the same night I asked this question, they had to get a small, like 4-foot alligator out of the swimming pool. But I was like, I looked up at her. I was like, if it's man-made, versus natural, what's the chances of an alligator being in a body of water? She said, if it's natural, 100%. She said, if it's man-made, 85, 90%.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So I just don't need to walk anywhere that ain't illuminated and I can see where I'm stepping. She was like, pretty much.
My grandparents' trailer park had a couple of alligators end up in the swimming pool that they had too. I was lucky, and when I was down there that week, there was no alligators that came into the swimming pool.
I
can tell you, I would have
in my life.
If you ever watched me get in and out of a swimming pool, it's an ordeal. Okay, it's a process. All right, for me to get out of my chair and onto the ground outside the pool, then to get down into a pool is a process. Okay, just like getting out, it's even worse getting out. People always ask me, why is it harder getting out? Because I got to climb up the steps. If I want to get in the pool, I sit on the edge, I throw myself in. I'm in the pool. That's how easy it is to get in the pool.
Yeah,
but getting out ain't so easy. So I'm very glad there was no alligators, because I would have probably hurt myself scrambling out of the swimming pool.
I was going to say, in certain situations, JD, your name is collateral damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have gotten out the pool, but I can't say that I wouldn't have been bleeding from a knee or a shin or an elbow or a hand.
In your situation, I would have bit somebody in the back and held on for dear life. I'd have been like, just drag me out of here. I don't care what goes on. I'm sorry, I'm biting your back. Just go.
Well, I'm telling you guys what, in 10, 15 years, when I'm an old man and you guys are just getting to your prime, my goal is I'll be living in the villages in Florida. That's what I'm visioning myself right now. Feel free to come down and visit me anytime. You guys have carte blanche.
I will do that as long as there are no hurricanes coming that way.
Dude, you have tornadoes. I don't want to hear it. We have tornadoes around here.
I don't know what it is, but I don't worry about tornadoes. The reason I don't worry about tornadoes is, I guess, because of the fact that, good Lord, it's been that long ago. When I was in high school, my high school was literally hit by an F2 tornado. That took them 25 years to admit it was a tornado and not a straight line wind. But it was hit by an F2 tornado while I was sitting in the bus line, like 100 feet away from the school.
Did the school get torn down?
Like the roof on the side that I was at, it caved in. It took the bleachers on our football field and literally twisted them up. Our FFA barn was tore down. There was a lot of damage. The school itself didn't completely collapse or anything, but there was the roof on one side of it caved in. And I mean, that was probably the scariest things I've ever been through. And I think that's why I look at tornado stuff now and I'm just like, okay, so we'll go to the bathroom and hang out for a while if we have to,
So I moved to Florida right after Hurricane Charlie. And if you don't know anything, that happened in 2005, 2006-ish. I moved there a few months after that. And then the whole time I was there, we didn't have any hurricanes. We were supposed to have a couple, but they turned south or turned north. They didn't come where I lived. But after I moved away, then Hurricane Ian, Hurricane Helen, then the last one, they all hit where I used to live. I'm right dead center where I used to live. The eye literally went across the house I used to live in. The hurricane went right over my house. And I would have been one of those dudes on the beach trying to swim out into it, while the hurricane is going, waving at the camera. When the news says we have a bunch of idiots out here swimming in the ocean, that would have been me, because I wanted to be in the middle of it just to see what it was like.
All I can remember is right. All I can remember is that stand-up comedian that said he was talking to a guy in Florida one time. There was a hurricane coming through, and he was like, I'm going to strap myself to a tree and show you all that a hurricane is not that bad of a thing. He said he looked at his buddy and said, I don't think it's that the wind is blowing. I think it's what the wind is blowing.
Yeah,
He said,
exactly.
if you're stuck to a tree and get hit by a Volkswagen Bug,
Yeah.
he said, that's the problem.
Yeah.
No, when after the Hurricane Ian went through, my mom and dad still had a house down there. My dad was passed by them, but my mom still had the house. So her and I went down there. The house never got damaged, and we had a little bit of damage on the roof, nothing major. We got that fixed. But her and I went driving around, and there were some trailer parks in the area that literally, and I took video of this, but the video does not do it justice at all. It looked like a bomb went off, or a series of bombs went off in the middle of everything. It was unbelievable. You literally had to see this with your own eyes, or you wouldn't. Because video does not do it justice. It literally looked like a bomb went off. It was just the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I'm big on disaster shows, so I've seen lots of specials and shows, tornadoes, hurricanes, wildfires, all that stuff. I like watching that stuff.
Well, just to let you know, there is somebody, I can't remember who. It's one of my former classmates. They are going around and they are actually trying to do a little documentary about our tornado that hit Jessamine County High School back. What year was that? I want to say it was 95, something to that effect. But yeah, they've got like, I can't remember what kind of footage they've got or something. But somebody was taking some kind of footage, because there's the school I went to is kind of out past the city, starting to get into the country. So there's like, a few rural houses across the street from the high school, but it was only like 4 or 5. It's not like a neighborhood or anything like that. They were just like houses across the street you could go to that people built and everything. But somebody across the street started taking home video footage of everything. Now, they say you can't see an actual tornado in the video, but they said they could watch and you could see the roof of the school, because it was like the front of the school. It just kind of just sunk in and collapsed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So so I don't know if they're going to try to release that or if they're just making it for personal use or what. But there was somebody in I'm a part of a group that's the class of 96, and they were talking about doing a documentary about it and everything. So stay tuned. Hey, there may be a documentary if you like, disaster shows like that.
Yeah, there's a series on HBO Max called Eye of the Storm.
Yeah, I watch that sometimes.
Yeah. I never heard of it. Okay, I have to
check
it out.
That's a good one, Andrew. If you like storm, because it's called Eye of the Storm, but it's not just about tornadoes or hurricanes. They do. There's episodes of wildfires. They did an episode. Excuse me. They did an episode with the shark attacks on the western side of Florida in 2000. I don't remember what the year was. 2015 or something. Maybe it was. But like it's a good show. It's called Eye of the Storm. They're releasing their 4th season right now. Actually,
they just came out with a new season. I don't know if it's going to be a spinoff show, but it's Eye of the Storm, Storm Chasers.
Yeah. That's where they're actually paying the storm chasers who are in their Eye of the Storm series to actually go out there and chase storms now. And as long as they get the footage to get for the series and shit.
See, that's what I want to do.
Oh, me too. If I hit big, like if Mayhem Media got big and picked up or purchased or whatever, if I got rich off of it, before I finish in Vegas, I would definitely probably do a little stop off and do some tornado chasing.
Right.
Well, I'll be your co-pilot or your pilot, whatever. Whatever.
Oh no! If I get big money, dude, I am 100% being the guy behind the wheel. Absolutely.
I'll be your co-pilot. I'll be the videographer.
We better take some drives. People are freaked out when they see me driving a vehicle with a joystick. That freaks people out. That freaks people out when I'm turning the joystick and the wheels turning with no hands on it.
Can I be Dusty from Twister? Philip Seymour Hoffman.
You get the school bus, buddy. Absolutely.
I want the hat with the little the thing that come down like the
There's
French
one-
Foreign Legion hat?
There's one condition though, okay, and that is you have to be just as high as Dusty is while we're doing it.
That's all right. I will do that. I'm just not.
Oh,
gonna
I
do-
know. I won't.
Not
No.
you. You're not Dusty.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be high on because it's not going to be anything too bad because I can't do all that.
Well, I know.
got-
Toad hop, whatever you call it there.
That's right. We will purple toad it all.
We'll have
I'm
a
not driving.
by then.
All right. Yeah, you're not driving though. We'll get you a driver.
That's it. I don't even need to be a driver. I'll be in the back of one of them big trucks ready to push the buttons to sink the things into the ground, and I'll get up in the little parabolic
That's interesting.
thing.
Yeah,
and move
minivan.
around.
You
You
know,
know?
I mean, I used to drive a Grand Caravan, and they took out the whole middle section. The only thing that was in there were the rear seats. It was literally just the rear seats, one passenger seat, and that was it. So yeah, we could definitely gut a whole minivan there and
Put some
give you like a little
electronics in
workstation
it, some
the back and-
radars.
Yeah. All three of us can ride around in the van.
I'm game. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are going to be freaked out the first time we're in a storm with me driving with a joystick. You guys are going to, no, we can't do it. Get out of here.
I know.
I'd be saying, go forward, go
This
forward,
ain't
go
freaking
into it.
Nintendo, man. Get on with
That's
it.
what, no, not that the storm would freak you guys out, but me driving in the wheelchair, driving with a joystick, the wheel turning and gas, the pedal going down, but not actually touching anything except the joystick.
Well, how do you brake with something like that?
Forward's gas, back is brake, left and right turns the wheel. And for my secondary controls, like turn signals and stuff, I actually have two things that I use for secondary controls. One of them was like a touchpad, and I want you to think just like if you took like like your iPad and just had it mounted right in front of me, so that I use that to adjust. I can do that with all the secondary controls, including shifting gears, windows, air conditioning, heat, all that can be done with that. And then I had something else. It was called Digitone, where it was a button, and I would hit this button, and then it would go through 8 different pulses, 8 different sounds. And whichever one I stopped on, it would activate a secondary controls. I mainly use that for the turn signals. 1 pulse was left turn signal, 2 pulses right turn signal. So it was easier to access the turn signals that way. But I didn't use the Digitone for much else, just for the turn signals. But and then the joystick, that's all I had. The joystick,
that is so cool.
Touchpad, the Digitone, and that was it.
I just realized something, and I as long as I've known you now, JD, I just thought about something. How old are you? I don't even know how old you are, man.
I am 43.
Okay, I knew you were like comparable to my age and everything. I didn't think you
guys
were
are
like
kids. You guys.
I didn't think you were at my age or anything, but I knew you were like close to it and everything. But I was sitting here looking at your picture while you were talking. I I don't know how old this mother funny is.
This picture is older. This picture is probably 5 years old, actually. So at this point, 5 or 6 years old, even. So this was actually this was taken before I started podcasting, a couple months before I started podcasting, actually.
Well, don't feel bad because I got to get a haircut because my Dr. Fantastic is coming back here. I don't know if you see it. The gray is coming all back. I did a thing. I was going to say I did a thing a couple of months ago where I decided to see what it would look like if I dyed my hair black again. At almost 50 years old and almost completely gray. And it didn't look that bad, I mean, it really didn't look that much different than what it did 25, 30 years ago. But I was like, man, this gray comes back real quick.
Yeah. I started dyeing my hair a little bit just to take some of the gray down. But that's the only difference really in the picture is the gray hair. I even have the beard. I still have the beard. And the beard hasn't gotten too much grayer, but the hair has gotten a lot grayer.
Oh, man.
Y'all a bunch of pussies. Dye your hair. Shave it off and don't worry about it. What the hell?
Just for men. Just for men.
Yeah, that's where I'll be eventually, likely. Yeah, me and my brother will be bald headed, and he's got the full beard though. He's got like the full, not like J-Mac, not like the length of J-Mac, but my brother's got the Amish beard from side to side. It's not like super long, but it's from side to side.
You call him Yoder?
Right.
Hey, my little brother is bigger than me now, and he has been for some time. So
He's still
No,
your little
I
brother.
pick,
What the
I
hell?
pick and choose when I poke fun at him.
It's funny you say the Yoder thing because I have this thing where I cannot let my mustache grow out real long. Like right now, it's bugging me because I feel it like
Me
going
too.
over my lip a little
I
bit.
hate it.
So I will trim my mustache down and leave everything
shave it
else.
off.
And for about a week, I look like I'm like, yeah, I'm just call me Yoder from Amish country because
I
I'm
shave
from
my mustache too. I hate it. Which
yeah.
is crazy because my dad, even when he shaved his beard and goatee, always kept the mustache. My dad always kept the mustache. I don't
That was
know.
the style back then, though, too.
Even his Navy picture, it's just a little kind of pencil thin mustache because he's like 17 at the time. But even his Navy picture, he has the mustache. I don't know that there's a picture that exists of him without his mustache, at least.
That's crazy.
My
daughter will not let me shave my beard to save my life. Like she don't even want it to be like shorter because she's seen me one time without a beard. And she does the first time I ever shaved my beard off and came home clean shaven, she was about 3 or 4 years old. She jumped up in my arms, grabbed a hold of me, and cried for an hour. She
Is
was
this
like,
the
"You're
daughter
not."
I met earlier?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And she was like, "You're not the same daddy anymore." I was like, "Well, I feel the same. Just I don't have as much hair on my face." Yeah, she don't like it. She tells me all the time, "You're not allowed to shave your beard."
Wow. Well, gentlemen, I tell you what, this has been fun.
Yes, sir.
We got to do this again. We got to think of more top 10 lists. This is all right. We just got to get more viewers on. That's all. So
Yes,
what the
sir.
hell?
I
And
think 11:30 Eastern is likely. Yeah, like I think you usually get some viewers earlier in your show, but when you go late like this to 11:30,
yeah, they drop off early. Yeah.
Well, that's perfect example of why you guys have asked me why do I only go an hour when I do podcasts or why I try and keep it to an hour, because in my professional opinion, the drop off of viewership, even on a recorded episode, is exponential after 60 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. But we're having fun.
That's it. If I'm having fun, fun supersedes everything else. But I will say this: I don't know if you utilize this, Andrew. But here lately, I've been using these hashtags. Just the hashtag FYP for your page, and my viewership has been going up. Big time.
FYP for your
hashtag
page?
FYP. It's for your page. And
I used hashtags on my Instagram account with my JD Designs poster business and it works a lot with Instagram. It works with Facebook too. It can work with Facebook too, but Instagram is really where the hashtags and Twitter.
Well, let's just put it this way. I last night, the episode that I did with and I'm not saying it's super great, but for our page it is, for the viewership that we've had and everything, and for the views that we've been getting. From my episode last night with Mr. Mancini, we've got 344 views.
Yeah, that's not
from
bad.
last night. And then just today, I posted a little clip of a story that he was telling us about how he broke into wrestling, and that's got 216 views.
Yeah.
And that has gone up from where I was getting 26 views. I was getting 33 views and stuff like that. So, I mean, and that's the only thing I really changed is doing the hashtags.
Now, one thing I want to say, J-Mac, I noticed on your live streams and StreamYard does this. If you don't click something to turn it off, on the top of your live stream, they'll put an ad for themselves up there.
Yeah.
But and I turned mine off. And I forgot where I turned it off. I found it and I turned it off. And so mine doesn't have it on there, but yours does. I was going to tell you about that. And JD, I don't know if yours does or not. I don't remember if it does or not.
It better not for the price that I pay for StreamYard. I got news for them.
Well, they do it for all of them. Just to let you know.
Well, then I will definitely check into that because they don't get free advertising.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. It says new to streaming or looking to level up. Check out StreamYard and get a $10
Oh,
discount.
yeah. No, mine doesn't do that. Yeah, mine doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Mine does not do that either. I don't even know where I found it, but I found it and I clicked it off.
I'll sponsor anybody if they want to send me a check.
That's
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, if you're gonna send me, and I don't even like doing that stuff where you get promo codes and stuff.
Yep.
I'm like, that's not fine. I was like, I'm not opposed to that, but don't call yourself a sponsor. You're not sponsoring me. I'm a salesman because I'm going to get paid based on the sales I bring to your page. So you're not my sponsor.
That's
you're
an affiliate.
My
You're an
boss,
affiliate,
and I'm a salesperson.
You're an affiliate. Yep, that's what it is.
I told Uncle Slam, I got news for you. I will reach out to Blue Chew. I will film a commercial right in the middle of my show about whatever. I don't, especially Blue Chew, because I know they like to sponsor all kinds of podcasts. So
I'll be a rep.
That's it. I ain't worried about being whether I got the problem or not. I can act my butt off like I do.
There you go. Absolutely. So.
I can be all sad and pitiful looking.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to end this thing. So I'm going to bed.
Sounds good.
Guys, thank you for being here again. Check out Mayhem Media, Boiling Point Podcast, Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, Wrestling Unscripted. There you go, guys. Check them out.
Nice work.
Look at that, huh? I didn't even have it in front of me. That's all.
And
my
keep
memory,
supporting
guys.
Popcorn and Whiskey as well, because this is a great show. Great show,
better
great
at
guy.
this.
You're getting better. I mean, not that you're good at podcasting, but doing the plugs and stuff.
I suck.
You're getting way better at that over the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
I suck at the plugs.
No, you're getting better.
And like I said, everybody watch Popcorn and Whiskey too, because this is a great guy. He's got good stuff.
It's my favorite podcast.
We'll come back and do this again. Guys,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to sign off. We'll see you guys. All right, folks. That was a good time. We had with my buddies JD and J Mac. We have, as usual, we have a good time with those guys. I don't know what it is, but we have good chemistry together. And it's funny because we've never met each other in person before, but we just seem to get along, and it's fun that way. I don't know how many people actually stayed and watched, but like JD says, after an hour, probably drops off quite a bit, but we'll talk about that another time. But thanks for being here. My name is Andrew, Popcorn and Whiskey. I am the face who runs the place. We'll stop it here. So until next time, ciao.